We're recording. Okay. Well, here we are yet again. All of us.
Picking up our audio.
We are picking up all the audio. Everything is working. Let's roll for a lovely recap. Thank you for reminding me. Oh shit, might be me.
Do I have hands?
Yeah, I gotta make sure.
Oh shoot!
There have been plenty of times where it's not. Well, if you weren't here, obviously you're not recapping. So.
I was here.
No, I'm saying for Zeroth.
I'm just channeling my main character energy, like you told
What do you mean? He just watched the video. He can recap.
That's true. He could. Theoretically, Zeroth could recap.
Probably better than us.
Jump gate.
Probably.
I don't care about jump gate.
You watched it yesterday. We played it last week.
Yeah, like ugh. Right.
Yeah, we did live it.
Oh, I'm so
psyched
psyched right now. Psyched out of my mind for the session. It's gonna be sick.
Has anyone ever rolled a 12 on the recap? I think it must have happened. We've had like 41 sessions. This is our 41st session now. So.
I'm not rolling. I mean, I'm not doing it because I got a 11. So.
I got a 4. I think I'm doing it.
L-E-S, boy.
Okay. So, last session. You all began to traverse, and you pretty much were sprinting away from these Titanstone giants at the entrance of the hidden valley of Winterpold. You broke in through this barrier, which was being guarded by these giants all standing around it, protecting the valley. And this vast, open, completely dark room was set before you with this kind of viscous blackness that felt kind of strange. You followed along the wall as you were running and trying to escape, and eventually you started to get chased by these giants. You found a little hiding spot where you camped out and took a long rest, and along this way, in this weird, confusing building, like this very vast, open room, with the walls of like this dark obsidian gem-like make, you found a statue of a giant warrior who apparently was Airtris, the demon that is possessed Karu's arm. But you found this open book like statue, and behind it you found this little hidey hole where you took a long rest, found some loot, and continued to move forwards, eventually making it out of this middle ground chamber, which sort of acted as a vestibule between the outside world and the hidden valley. Upon entering, you found this massive, hidden oasis of life and beauty. The sun was shining, everything was gorgeous, and it felt very out of place. And as you were making your way down into this wide open field of snow and massive hands, massive white, crumbling hands, you were ambushed by a set of Kennahn Muhin. This small armada, almost, of like this tiny army, legion, that appeared out of these summoning circles, headed by this mysterious wolfish figure in a long cloak, who started to rend you guys apart as best he could. You almost killed him in the first round. Then one of the other members of the group healed him up, and from there a crazy battle ensued, where you almost surrendered several times. They almost beat you, you almost beat them. The tides were turning left and right, everything was going crazy, and eventually...
Never seen anything like it.
Never. That was by far our most chaotic combat ever. It was turning left, like it was crazy. It was absolutely wild. And at the end of it, the wolf creature lured you back to one of the summoning circles and brought Zeroth, Gazif, Alex, and himself through it, teleporting you into the unknown. Although Stigander does know where you're going, you guys have no idea. As suddenly you were yanked from you feel your body ripped forwards, compressed into a small sliver, and shot through the plains.
I'm kinda glad I was stuck in a net.
Karu and Verda, you guys were left behind as you were running towards this summoning circle. And as this red beacon struck down upon the ground, you turn the corner and you see that all of the figures are gone. We're gonna begin with you guys.
It went around. So you reached the corner.
You guys turn the corner, and you see this summoning circle.
Right, so it came down here,
dormant.
like around here.
Okay,
You bust around the
do I
corner.
see some like swords in the background though? Just saying.
You're awesome. Yeah, I see him.
Yeah. I thought you meant in the map. I was like, excuse me?
Not in the. I didn't even see the map. I was busy looking at your beautiful faces.
So Verder and I sweep around the corner, like stumbling through the snow. We see nothing.
Nothing.
Is the glow of the summoning circle still visible?
Yes. It's still glowing, but much more faintly.
Fuck!
It seems to have settled slightly.
It's a circle. You might be able to catch it. Jump.
Okay, Jesus. Let's come on. Move your ass. Move your old
Jump
ass.
into the circle and roll, and then like try to look around. So I'm in the middle of the glow of the red circle.
Dive into the circle and roll, and you feel this odd sizzling. A strange sense as if there is... It's almost as though there's static in the air. Like something was right... You're standing in a place right before a thunderstorm hits, or like a lightning bolt strikes down upon the ground.
Now,
Nothing
I know how
happens.
these work, right?
Not these
how these work,
specifically.
right?
You have an idea about
I know
summoning
they're-
circles, but...
So what's the general principle? Do I have to think about where I'm going?
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay, that's important to know.
I mean, we could
On a
both
check,
do that
yeah.
actually. We're both wizards.
Yeah, I think we should probably do that. Are you in the circle yet?
Yeah, I was in front of you because you were stuck in a net for another turn, so both the
Okay.
wizards can't handle nets.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Wizards
got
are-
24.
Wizards and nets.
Natural enemy of
I
wizards.
got a
Unnatural
19
20.
plus 5, which is 24. So-
Okay,
Jesus.
so for a typical teleportation circle...
Yeah, oh.
Yeah, typically when you draw a teleportation circle, it does not stay there for very long. In fact, it only stays there for about 6 seconds. And that's the amount of time you have to get everyone through it before it closes. This is abnormal. It definitely seems as though this is some sort of runic inscription and some kind of residue from a what meant to be one-time use portal. However, the fact that it's not going away and hasn't gone away yet indicates that perhaps that's not going to happen in the future, or maybe it'll fade over time, but you're not sure quite how long you have.
Not a disposable portal.
Doesn't
Could
seem
we
like it, no.
Hey, do you think we could send more energy through it and jazz it up again? Is there something we can do to make the runes? What do you think?
Berta, have you done anything with these portals before? I don't know. I'm just trying to think.
No, I
we might
tend
need to know the
just kill
destination.
stuff.
That was Kennahn Muhin.
I mean, like, I probably researched them like 20 years ago or something. I don't remember.
You're the intuitive one
I
here. Can you
remember
feel
they
your way
came
through?
out.
Come on.
Like a real
I can't feel
blockbuster
it.
hit there. Portal.
Can you feel where they went? Can you feel where they went?
I don't know, man. I gotta have to ask the DM that one. Let me just... Let's see, what's... Do I need to roll something for that, or am I just magically...
No, unfortunately, it is not possible to just touch a teleportation circle and be able to sense where they went. There are specific spells that would allow you
You
to
have to
do
think
such
our
a
way
thing,
through
but
this.
you can't feel the location that this portal leads to, unfortunately.
Well,
This thing shouldn't
God
still
had a
be
few
here.
words with me, and turns out this is not how the world works, actually. So apparently we're not
Very
gonna
funny.
know where they went.
Very funny. Look around.
Okay,
Looking around, walking around, looking at all the runes. Is there anything familiar in the runes themselves?
I mean, I guess we could trace it in the snow and see if that takes us anywhere, but like... I mean,
Just-
I didn't really set out on runes.
Just as it was before, this portal seems very alien to you. The runes are unfamiliar, and they don't seem to mean much,
Huh.
oddly
Very
enough.
uneducated circle.
You feel the electrical current. I just need to figure out whether or not there's... Now, what did my 20 tell you? Anything? I rolled a 20.
That's all you got.
Anything?
That
Yeah,
this is a
24.
strange this is a very strange teleportation circle. It doesn't seem to be obeying the laws of typical teleportation circles. And the fact that it stays here possibly means that it is not that spell. It has some other purpose, other function.
Yeah.
It might stay for a little longer, but you're not sure how long quite.
Where would the Kennahn Muhin have gone? They were Kennahn Muhin. We should know something about them. Would they go to Kingsgate?
I mean, I don't
Think,
really.
Berta, think.
I genuinely don't know anything about what's going on here. I kind of just, I just hang around with you guys. Like, I don't even know what the Kennahn Muhin are. I can't know that.
You have to think. I have to think.
That.
Now, would the party have known that those airships were related to Kennahn Muhin?
Yes. Yes, you guys found out on multiple occasions that the airship that was crossing the Radon and back was of the Kennahn Muhin, and it was probably delivering either to or from.
All right, there's a very good chance. There's a very good chance that this thing is going to the to that airship. Try to align your mind, visualize one of those airships. See if it does anything.
I'm kind of hungry now.
That's a Kennahn Muhin airship. There's a chance that this is going there. Let's just try to visualize that and align your consciousness with it. See if it would do anything.
Like weird car sounds. There's like.
Imagine a boat in the sky, and it has butterfly wings for some reason, and then it turns into bat wings. And yeah, it's. All right. You're picturing a boat that's flying. You have no clue what it looks like, or you've seen it at a glance, but it's been a long way away.
I don't remember it looking like a giant seal, like floating around. There's like a friggin'
Try to imagine let's try to imagine try to imagine the people who were fighting us. Maybe that will link us to it secondhand.
Why do I have to do all the grunt work? You imagine stuff. You've seen it.
Me too. You have to do it too.
Okay.
Try to imagine the people we're facing. Try to imagine our party members. Does that do anything? Try to attune to the stupid circle.
Trying to attune to the stupid. You just kneel down. You touch the circle. You think about your party members. And then you realize, Kari, there's a spell for this.
Well, the spell I have?
No, it's called scrying. Scrying is a spell that has been used against you on multiple occasions. And it is a spell that can allow you to look into the locations of certain people. Unfortunately, with such a spell, and added such power, you don't think you're going to be able to do the exact same, replicate that same magic just by staring at a circle.
No, you never imagined this would not work. Scrying would not work here.
Scrying would work great. So it's just that you're not going to match the effects of scrying by looking at a circle and thinking.
What are you going to look at?
Right. I don't know what to do with all this. This isn't a standard teleportation circle. It's not. I could try to bootstrap the current teleportation circle that I have. I have a teleportation circle spell, which I can't use because I'm out of gas right now. I don't have enough spell slots. I used that one spell slot.
Didn't you go to some kind of magic school or something? Didn't you learn about this? There's got to be something in here.
Yes, I know. I'm trying to think.
I mean,
trying to think. All I have is I have a teleportation circle spell, but I wouldn't know where to send us, to be honest. Okay, let me see. Undoubtedly, that's
and give us some wings.
Well, they've either killed our party members, or they're taking them over the Redant.
You could just go to hang out.
I honestly believe that they
do anything.
Do you know anything about this Kennahn Muhin? You know nothing, you say, right? Well, these are murderers. These people are just there to. You know they were chasing you. Remember?
Yeah.
That's how we met.
I don't say that was an association, actually. Yeah, well, I kind of just associate. There's not real. At this point, there's not really a difference between people with pitchforks shouting witch and people with swords shouting cultist.
Okay.
Same difference.
We have to try to figure out a way into this stupid thing. I can't manage. No signs of anything around here that we could use. Nothing. Seems like a strange puzzle.
Brother.
Sitting and you're thinking.
It doesn't take us. Huh?
Nothing.
Circles. It's kind of boring. Maybe we could make an icy snow or something. Is there anything? You got?
Shh, be quiet. I'm thinking.
Are we there yet?
Didn't the Kennahn Muhin come from two directions?
Huh?
There was a second
think
I can't
circle
hear
as well.
him. I don't know how to trace this up. How would I manage to trace up? Or back? I can't. There's nothing I could do. There's just no connection between this and the thing.
Yeah.
As you're thinking and you're sitting, touching this circle, we cut back.
Yep.
Shunting through the plains, thrusted through reality, as this beam of light streaks into the sky and disappears. Zeroth, Alex, Yazif, Stigander, you are all being pulled through space and time, ripped from the reality you had just known, torn into a million pieces, and then crushed back together again to form one solid, confused whole. As your perception is warped, ripped, torn, and then haphazardly put back together, you find yourselves dazed, dropped to the ground with a thud onto some form of wood. What you can see beneath you is some strange arcs, runes, yellow. The air smells of ozone, gunpowder, smoke. Unpleasant. Can't help but cough. You hear shuffling. As you're collecting yourselves, the sound of an iron door squeaking on its hinges. And then suddenly you also notice the sound of puffing, steaming, shifting of pistons. Sounds that you've never heard before as machinery functions in the background. You look around. You're all sitting in a cage. You've just been pushed into a cage, underneath which there's a teleportation circle etched into the ground. The surroundings remind you a bit of the hold of a ship. A back. And in front of you is this brass wall and a door that has been swung open. And standing there, filing into this room, are three figures. Kennahn Muhin, dressed in their studded leathers, with their whips and crossbows. Pulse over the map real quick. As you all find yourselves standing in this cage, three forms in front of you.
Oh, Jesus.
Stigander, you were ready for this. This was what you were intending to do the whole time. This was your plan. And yet as you come back to your consciousness, and you're ready, preparing to dart out of the cage, you notice that the cage itself is closed and locked.
What is this? Why am I in here?
The three figures start to circle around. Finally, one of them says. Wolf comes back, tail between his legs. And what does he have to show for it?
3 little fools, all ready to die. Isn't that right?
They are not to die, remember. Just the puppy.
What?
The third figure steps forwards, arms crossed.
I distinctly remember you needing to retrieve 5 forms. I only see 3.
They proved tenacious. It was only through trickery I was able to get even these 3. Though the other 2 were magic users bound by nets.
And if they were
That's
bound, why
interesting.
couldn't you drag them? You advertised yourself as a shadow leaping between rooftops. Someone who could catch, kill, bring back. The Jack of Diamonds will be most unpleased. Shall I get him now? Or would you rather rot for a bit longer and sit with your failure?
He just turns away, just not really understanding he's very much not happy right now.
The rest of you are still getting used to the sense of this shifting. It's like a boat, but a little bit more jerky. It's very unstable feeling as this construction, like this construct, moves, jolts, this hum in the air, the grating sounds of metal cogs and wheels grinding against each other. And as you're sitting in this cage, you all shake it off. You're standing, looking around at the confines of your new situation. And you notice that chained to the wall are 4 skeletons, rotted away, with garments tattered. What are you all thinking? What are your first reactions as you find yourselves on this ship?
We're locked in a cage, and we still have Wolf Boy with us. And then there's the 3 guys.
Yeah, you heard something about like what he was saying. You heard some of it, but not very much as you were coming back to your full consciousness. Getting back from your dazed state. Zeroth, I think you're muted, dude. Nope, still muted.
Can you give me fresh corpses to put on display? I'm kind of disappointed. Come on, guys. Good job.
So I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself because I'm trying to regain my footing, and then look at Zeroth and Alex. Like, do you have a good understanding of where we're at? Like, I'm not gonna say anything. It's just like my face is gonna show off. Like, where are we?
You go to cast Cure Wounds on yourself. The magic, as you're going to apply it, fizzles. It sputters out. You notice the sheen of this cage is...
I go to the side of the cage where the 3 guys are not closest to it, like the opposite of where they are.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just stick my hand out and cast Mage Hand and see what that does.
You stick your hand out and cast Mage Hand. As far as you can tell, the Mage Hand's there.
And then I pull it in.
Pull it in.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna watch Alex as he attempts that, and then I am going to. I'm gonna put my hand out and cast Dancing Lights.
You stick your hand
You're
out.
still right here.
Which way? Are you sticking it out the back or are you sticking it out the side?
I'm gonna stick it out behind, like So if the Kennahn Muhin or this random group that mentioned the Jack is in front of us, I'm gonna go to the side and only try to summon like just one church-sized light as dim as I could.
Try to summon it on the outside, so you're sticking your head out. Doesn't work, fizzles out. Strangely enough.
Can I look to see if the container Hodemans has any inscriptions on it?
Very clearly, yes. The wall, the bands are engraved in this weird-looking writing.
How thick are they?
Thick? Very thick. They're thick bands. These are certainly meant to hold in powerful brutish forms, as well as those who might be a little more arcanely inclined.
Even though they aren't here.
An all for one cage.
One for all.
Kennahn Muhin, they were designed to entrap adventurers.
You're welcome for that sound.
Seems as though this has been... It's amazing that Alex was able to find a single weakness in its back. It's a strange situation.
The ground beneath us, is that wood or stone?
Wood. And it's strange that the runes on the ground still function, even though there's this seemingly anti-magic aura. It's an odd predicament.
I'm gonna go ahead and look at Alex. And as I look at him, I'm gonna mouth the words, "I have a plan," as I pull out my moon sickle and my light hammer, and it's irritate them. And I'm gonna sit and begin looking like I'm trancing. I'm gonna cover myself with my cloak, and as I'm looking like I'm trancing, I'm just gonna begin gently hammering my moon sickle at the wood.
Interesting. Kennahn Muhin, one of them chuckles. Yes. Rest, little fool. You will need it. Am I needed here, or can I go sleep? I'm tired. Go. I don't need you here. One of them shuffles off, seemingly cocky. The one still pacing slightly, taking a look at you.
Gander, in the meantime, he's pacing. He's fucking pacing, very furious, growling and making hand gestures that, well, to anyone who's not a Hundir, you cannot understand him. But if anyone Hundir were here, yeah, he's cursing up a fucking storm.
If this was a SpongeBob episode, there'd be lots of dolphin noises. If I'm correct, right?
Yeah.
This figure in the middle here, the one with the hat, gestures to the other Kennahn Muhin. Says, Get the jack, why don't you? Fine. I believe we have something to show. Second begins to shuffle off. Cool.
There's only one guy now?
One guy left, hands behind his back, just standing there, looking.
Was he the boss-looking guy out of the three of them?
Yes, definitely.
Is the door closed behind him, or...?
Sure is. Yeah, as if it's there hammering at the wood. Sigander's pacing. Zeroth has suddenly gone mute.
I'm back now.
Hey, here he is.
Hey!
Hey.
I have to use my phone for audio because my laptop just bugged out completely.
Gotcha.
Aw.
Weird.
Completely fair, don't worry.
Yeah, it
That
happens.
happens.
So, what is Zeroth doing right now?
Just as a reminder, 2 guys have left. There's only 1 guy in the room now.
Currently.
Alright. Well, Zeroth's first reaction is going to be to punch the wolf guy in the face if he's still in there.
Okay.
He is very.
He's making dolphins from SpongeBob Curse on a Storm.
No, he is not. He is growling and like making hand gestures that no one quite understand. No one can understand what he's saying. He is very much cursing.
Yeah, Zeroth's just gonna punch him in the mouth.
Oh yeah. Oh, they used
That's
that
the one.
once. Oh.
Oh my
I
god.
remember that actually. I
How did
didn't.
you get that?
I have a reason.
How did you get that? Oh, you added that.
How
Oh my
is it?
goodness.
Okay.
Ah. Ah.
So Zeroth, you punch him in the face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go around and punch people.
And then just
Gunner's
kind of,
fist hits you.
I'm gonna swing. I'm just gonna go blow for blow with this guy. I am livid.
Yeah, he needs a punching bag too. He starts swinging back.
Yay!
Okay, Zeroth and Stagander, I need you guys both to roll athletics checks, please.
Oh, I'm good at these. I'm very good at these.
I think you're both good at those.
Yeah.
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 Holy shit, you are good at those.
Oh my
okay.
God.
I thought it was the same roll. I thought it would be crazy.
Oh, we got the exact same roll. Holy shit! We got
Wow,
the exact same
okay.
roll, but our modifiers are where it happened.
That is one you want to know. Who's
Our
better?
modifiers
So
are where
the-
it's.
The Kennahn Muhin is standing there, is kind of chuckling a little bit as he sees Zeroth and Stagander start going at it. Pummeling, punching, knocking to the floor, just generally, like, attacking one another. Zeroth, are you going to knock him out? Are you going to just restrain him? What is your goal here?
Yeah, my goal is to knock him unconscious.
Stagander, do you think that would knock you out? What is your response to this? It's a close fight, but he seems to be besting you
Considering
slightly.
How close the rolls are, like I'd say he gets me very close, but not quite there yet.
So you're still fighting back, and Zeroth, you were
I'm-
pummeling, slamming
I'd like to
him.
interrupt them if I can.
Sure.
Obviously, they're both much stronger than me, so I'm going to try to avoid getting a hit landed on me. But I am going to try and interrupt them.
What are you doing to try to interrupt him?
Our fight just like somehow engulfs him
Oh,
too.
yeah. We still have our equipment, so I'm just going to pull out my sword and try and just put it between them.
Oh,
Okay,
cut their
Zero.
legs off.
How do you
No,
respond?
no. I'm gonna take off the sword with the sheath. So it's essentially more of a blunt sword at this point.
Okay.
Essentially, I'm just using it as a way to keep my distance while saying "stop it."
Zeroth, how do you respond to that?
I think since Alex is the one doing it, it would kind of. I'm gonna stop swinging and just kind of grunt, turn around, and just like walk away as far away from Stagander as I can, which isn't very far.
You have to poke together the solar plexus to get him to stop that one.
I'm gonna walk up to Zeroth real quick and just place my hand on his shoulder for a quick second and say, I didn't catch a lot of it, but I think he's in the same boat as us. I think they betrayed him.
Same boat. It's his damn fault we're stuck in here.
It's his boat.
Yes, but I have a feeling. I have a feeling they betrayed him. Which, of course, we all knew that was going to happen eventually, just not quite this soon.
Yeah. I could have guessed. I'm not the smartest, and I could have guessed this was going to be what the outcome was.
Yeah, because
What the intelligence stat is.
we've dealt with these Kennahn Muhin before, so we knew that they weren't going to be his allies for long. So he is, at least for now, an ally. So we should try and treat him like that. As a temporary ally, with a potential to be a permanent ally. But for now, just keep it temporary.
How many potions did we get from when Patty died? Each of us.
From when Patty died, you didn't
Yeah.
collect like her
No,
stuff
or
yet. You
not-
haven't
not
counted out
when
her
Patty
things,
died.
but
When Alex went in the room
I think
and
you
he
found
dispersed
6.
the gold and the silver.
I think it was
Uh,
6.
Yeah, I believe it was one potion for everyone.
Yeah.
but because we were down Patty at the time, Karhu took 2 of them.
Yep.
Okay.
I used mine. I think you used yours to get Karhu back up.
Right.
Okay.
And so I don't know where
You might still have one though. I don't know.
this potion is. But he's focusing on his distraction, I guess. So I'm gonna turn from Zoroth over to the Kennahn Muhin guy,
Just chuckle.
and I'm like, is he close enough that I could reach him, or is
He's
he?
staying a little bit farther back than it is depicted here. He's probably more like towards the door like that. He's staying away, like farther at arm's length, but he is still within like 10 feet of you. This map is designed without grids. We're gonna go off the distance that this says. So if that says 10 feet, that's 2 squares. So this time the ruler is accurate. Because I think that makes for a more enjoyable experience.
Yeah.
Accurate ruler.
Sword, actually, probably.
All right. I'm gonna walk up to him and just like, "Is this fun for you?"
Of course it is. Wouldn't it be fun for you?
Who hurt you?
It's been a long time since we've got people like you. It's quite interesting to see how you squirm.
See,
I'm sure the Jack of Diamonds will agree.
Jackass diamonds.
Becoming now.
Let's stop talking.
where exactly are we?
And why should I tell you?
We've got nowhere to go, except wherever you're taking us.
Exactly. So you should really be in much of a hurry to figure out where that is now, should you? After all, you know who we are. You know what we stand for. You don't want to know where you go. I promise you that. Doesn't bode well for you.
I'm gonna go ahead and start wandering around the cage for a little bit, just to make it seem like I'm not directly going to where I found that weak spot.
Okay.
Probably let like 5 minutes pass and then go to the weak spot and cast Shield Touch.
Interesting. So, as you're walking around, you're just waiting for like 5 minutes. Eventually, as you're waiting, you hear the sounds of footsteps once again.
Then I'm immediately gonna stop.
You stop.
Meanwhile, Stigender is brooding in the corner.
He's brooding in the corner. Okay. This Kennahn Muhin steps aside. The door swings open, and there you can see stepping in is this figure dressed in bright and yet dulled clothes. A pattern of white, black, and red, with a hood pulled down, long white hair, it's almost silvery, and a mask that's made for more practical uses than the jester's, but it is in a similar fashion as his. As you see striding in is this well-adorned figure, dressed posh, with a sword at his side, good posture. As he steps in,
I see 3. Does 3 equal 5? No, sir. 3 does not equal 5. Interesting. I seem to recall there being 5 of them. Well, Stigander. Failed again, have we? You know what happens when you cut a rope, dog?
Why did you just entirely?
Oh god, you're gonna be SpongeBob for the rest of the game.
No, I'm not. God damn, I need to get back.
You end up with loose ends. Loose ends. That's what you are now. Loose ends. Not nice. The playing card kings have very little use for loose ends. But I'll make it quick. I'll make sure you don't have to stay in here for very long. You can get out fast. Tell me, dog, do you believe in an afterlife?
If there is one, I'll be sure to send you to it. Myself.
Cute. Good. Glad to hear it. See, the thing is, an afterlife is fickle. One can only be sent to an afterlife if they die. Do you agree? And would you say that someone whose name is derived from a deck of cards, that I might hold a couple, perhaps a hand, and for the mad pup in a cage, how many cards do you think you hold, Mr. Gander? I'm interested.
He just growls. He is. Yeah.
That's what I thought. We'll keep you on for a little longer so that we can have some entertainment. You can get bloody bored on that ship, I'm sure you're aware. But it's awfully convenient that when one fails to complete their job, they become a loose end. Their rope gets cut. And we're gonna have to burn those edges. Enjoy your time. Or at least what left you have of it.
He strides to one of the sides of the cages.
A Goliath? Changeling? And a drow elf? Teleport into an airship.
Does it show that I like? Does this room reveal that I'm a changeling, or is it they just know that I am?
What's the saying? Trying to remember what it is. You can tell that you can see in this figure features that betray. It's what it was like. What happened before when you met Canderosa? Not Canderosa. It was the King of Clubs. You could tell that he was a changeling, and he could tell that you were a changeling. It's not so much that. It's more that they can. That you have the ability to read the other person's mannerisms, however slight they may be, and see some behavioral patterns. It's more of a behavior type thing than a magically revealed type thing.
Okay. So essentially, yeah, it's like the I think it's the level 15 rogue thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
I forget which stat it is,
Yeah,
but
I
yeah.
don't know either, but yeah.
Something that allows you to tell if someone's disguised or not.
Yeah. Anyways, a Goliath, a changeling, and a drow teleport into an airship. Sounds like the start of a bad joke, doesn't it? Dawn Seekers.
How close is he?
He's standing at the very edge of the cage.
Are there any weak points along like the wall of that we like the room we're in? Is there like weak points along the wall? Is there any cracks? Anything I can like notice?
In the wall? Make a perception check.
Is there anything big enough to stick his arm through?
Oh yeah, there are
using-
bars. There are holes in the wall so you can stick your arm through if you wanted to.
Okay, cool. I'm using inspiration because I want to see if the wall behind him is weak.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I'd just let you know, before you roll, that wall is of, like, solid metal. It is a metal wall. like brass, and you can hear and you can see it's kind of rumbling a little bit, as if there's something within the wall, like gears turning. So it might be frail, but there are not weak spots.
Well,
There are
if it's
not
frail,
like
that should.
broken parts.
That 20.
Okay. Nat 20. Alrighty. So
Like
Nice.
stuff that's already dented, any discoloration on the bronze.
yeah, there are some dented parts in this wall. There's one like right around here-ish. It seems to have been put together very well and very meticulously, but it seems as though there was a small mistake when building this specific portion, as if a hammer was hit too hard, and the fact that that single movement, that single mistake, was enough to damage the wall suggests that perhaps there really is something wrong structurally with it, as if someone painted over a hole.
Cool. This is gonna be stupid, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Gonna rage.
Okay.
I'm going to stick my arm through the hole, through the hole of the gate. And I'm gonna grab him by the throat, and I'm going to. Which one is it? Oh yeah, Mighty Impel. As a bonus action while raging, you can choose one medium or smaller creature within your reach and move it to an unoccupied space you can see within 30 feet of yourself. An unwilling creature must succeed on a strength saving throw DC 18 to avoid the effect. If at the end of this movement the thrown creature isn't on a surface or liquid that can support it, the creature falls, taking damage as normal and landing prone.
Okay, so you're grabbing him and throwing him into the wall.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh my god.
He rolls a 9.
Okay.
Holy fuck.
Oh.
You grab him, hoist him into the air. He doesn't seem to react. Like he's sitting there. You can't see anything behind his mask, and you fling him into the wall. He slams into it and dents it as it drives backwards. He falls to the ground onto his knees and chokes and coughs. Fucking hell.
Still want to tell the bad joke?
Pulls himself to his feet.
Mind you, how tall is this cage?
10 feet.
Yeah, my head is touching the top now because I become a large creature when I rage. If I can, I become large.
You can,
Oh,
yeah. He stands there. He just spins his posture, snaps his fingers, and the wall behind him begins to mend, bending itself backwards, pushing forwards, and repairing itself. Slowly. But over time, it does eventually mend.
What exactly were you trying to get from that? Where did you think I was going to go?
Partially wanted to kill you. Partially wanted to throw you through the wall. Partially just wanted to enjoy throwing you. So, 50-50.
I respect that.
One out of two
Sure.
things.
funny.
I'll be sure to mark down the fact that you're strong and a bastard. We'll be sure to cast some sort of sleeping spell on you before we move you. Good to know. Thank you. Alright, well, what a convenient little chat this has been. Any questions for me?
How close is he to the cage now?
Now he's standing a little farther back.
How far back?
Let's measure, shall we? He's still only about 10 feet away from you.
Okay, my reach is increased by 5 feet. I'm gonna reach out and do it again.
Oh my god.
But
that's great.
this time, when I grab him and pull him in towards me, I want to use thaumaturgy and just yell in his ear before I throw him.
Okay, can you cast spells while raging?
It's a
It's a cantrip.
you learn to
Hey,
speak,
still
rewrite.
spell.
If you already know giant, additionally you can cast a cantrip of your choice.
It is
I don't
a
know.
spell.
It's a spell.
Yeah,
I don't think you
it's
can
a
cast
spell.
spell
I don't
while
think I
raging,
can.
but... Okay, this time he rolls a
This
this time he rolls a dirty 20.
That would be so cool if you could cast thaumaturgy while raging.
That would actually be sick.
Yes.
It's like, hey, do you want super advantage on intimidation? This is how you do it.
Okay. Whoa. Alright. So what happens if he succeeds? Does he just dodge?
It doesn't really say. I guess it just says I can't throw it.
I
he just-
assume it's just
he
like
just
he's
doesn't get
hitting and
thrown.
he just
Okay,
And-
so
and, yeah. Because it probably means that he doesn't get grabbed, which means he doesn't get thrown.
as
Yeah, it
you
just means he
reach
breaks my
through
grip, I'm guessing.
through the bars, he dodges to the side slightly. You're a little bit more ready for it this time. He takes his hand, grabs onto your arm, and you feel this jolt shoot up your body as he casts Shocking Grasp. That's gonna be a dirty 20 to hit.
Oh.
And let me find my d8s. And Zeroth, you are going to take a total of 10 points of lightning damage.
I'm unconscious.
Alright, because he had low HP.
He dodges out
I
of the
had
way,
7.
grabs you, you feel this jolt of electrical energy, and suddenly Zeroth slumps to the ground, shrinks back to normal size, and plops down.
I'm immediately going to go and take care of him.
Okay, you go to stabilize him and get him back.
Zeroth is our it's like our impulsive teenage murderer.
I really feel like you should have expected that.
Fight.
Unfortunate. Alright.
I can
Well,
fight for you. And Thursday.
hope you enjoy your stay. You can have a very lovely time with the torture machines. We've been working on them for quite a while. Get some information, or maybe we can just have some fun. But, well, it's been nice. It's good to know you're all here, and Stigander, I hope you don't beat yourself up too much about failing so miserably. Just know that it's nothing personal. Just keep in mind what I said about cut ropes and loose ends. He turns and walks away. The other Kennahn Muhin begin to file out of the room as well, until you guys are alone.
There's a cage door, right?
Nope. Door's
No,
closed.
it's
The door is
No, no.
gone.
the door is gone.
There's no door. Actually, wait, fucking, hang on. Let me check my
The
notes.
cage.
The cage. Just to that. Nope, there is a door. Sorry. Had to make sure.
Okay.
Make sure. Yes,
I-
there is a
wait,
door.
what?
There is no lock, and there is no handle. That's what there is. There's no lock and handle. There's definitely a door. There's definitely a door. There's just no handle.
There's a door, there is no handle.
Accurate.
Stop with the dolphin noises.
Alright then.
Prick.
I guess how I'm gonna go to the weak point. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand again, and then I'm gonna try and swerve it around to the front side where the door is, and try and pull on it.
As it
I have
goes,
a
as it
feeling that's
comes
not
in
gonna work.
contact with the metal, it fizzles and disappears.
Yeah.
It won't work.
How much progress have I made on hammering at this?
You've chipped away a small hole, probably big enough to fit your hand through. The wood.
Cage is made to make sure that anyone who's strong or uses magic is unable to get out.
What's underneath this cage?
Underneath the cage seems to be a drop into a hull of some sort, the underside of the ship. Perhaps there is some sort of cargo hold or beneath, or maybe it's just to complete the structure. You can't quite tell. It's dark. I mean, even though you have dark vision, it doesn't seem to. You don't have much view from where you are.
Underneath in that hole, can I cast Fairy Light?
You stick your hand through and you cast Fairy Fire? Yes.
Very light. Very fire, very dancing light.
Dancing lights, yeah.
Have
That thing.
a way up. And the entire time, I'm just gonna be like humming a shanty while I'm going back. I'm actually gonna move to a different spot in the cage and begin hammering. But before I do that, I want to place Zeroth over that hole.
Put Zeroth over the hole.
So in the
I'm
event
going to help him and then take a look down the hole myself since I've got a longer dark vision than he does.
Sure, it's not so much that you can't see because of the length that you're looking, it's just at a very bad angle. Because you're staring right next to a post, because there are reinforcements making sure the floor doesn't collapse. So you hammered into a small hole right next to some rafters.
So what I want to do is I want to go to this, like, if it's going down at an angle, and I began digging a hole right here, I want to go right here, so that when we go down, we can just slide.
Cool. You're gonna be digging like right next to the door.
So I'm gonna begin doing like a shanty while I'm hammering, and I'm actually gonna post that shanty.
Oh, fun! Cool. So you're digging. An hour passes. Zeroth, you gain 1 hit point. You're back up because every hour you gain an HP. So you are back awake. Finally, you come to consciousness. You see Gazif over here singing and singing Hammer and the Anvil, whacking against the wood on the floor. Alex is just standing there, tending to you, making sure you're still okay, and Stigander's in the corner brooding.
What are you even planning anyway? There's no way to get out of here.
They told you that you were a loose end. What they failed to realize is with rope, multiple pieces can do a lot more than just your average. It's your decision to remain here as a failure, but I don't plan on sitting and waiting to die. I'm gonna look at Alex and Zero. Are you boys ready?
Weakly give a thumbs up. Hand is shaking as it's going up.
Just like, oh yeah, I just woke up. Yep, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Right. This is fine. I'm fine.
It's like, I've got a headache, but yeah, I'm good.
It feels like a bad hangover, except my liver hurts really bad.
I'm gonna be looking at Zagander while I'm speaking to Alex and Kyra, and it's like, our friends need our help. We can sit here all we want, but I'm more focused on making sure their safety is top priority. We can handle ourselves. Would you like to sit and be a useless piece of rope? Would you like to actually make a name of yourself?
Sure, why not? If I'm gonna die, I may as well die doing something about this.
Well,
As well die, not an inanimate object.
so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm assuming the wood that I was chipping at is like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the shield that I have and just slam it down to break the wood and then slide.
I would like you to roll a strength check, please.
Please give me a good roll.
Oh, man. First one. You kind of bounce off a little bit. It's uncomfortable. You make this loud sound as your shield and it goes like... Second attack. You go down, slamming. Another dent. Small. It was less of a can you break it and more of a how well do you break it? And as you slam down on it, your footsteps again. The door swings open. One of the Kennahn Muhin steps in.
What are you getting up to in here now? Trying to break free? Bloody hell. It's not even been 2 minutes and you've already started breaking out. What the hell is this shite?
Maybe you should build a better cage then.
Did he notice the hole?
He noticed you slamming the shield into the ground, and he's starting to turn around at this point.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and begin shouting at Sagander. It's your fucking fault we're all here. And just make it look like I can't take this anymore and blaming him that we're in this situation.
Interesting. Make a deception
I'm
check.
gonna initiate a fight.
Oh, fun.
Ooh.
Yes, please roll a deception check for me. Sagander, you see him, like, turn and start yelling at you. And as he's doing that, the Kennahn Muhin, several more of them start to file into the room. 2 more. 16. Okay. As you are instigating this fight, what are you attempting to do here? Are you trying to get him to punch back? Are you trying to get him to... What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do here? I'm interested.
So
Do I
with the
even
shield,
pick up on his like deception on this?
Make an insight check.
I'm gonna look at you while I'm shouting, and I'm gonna give you a wink.
Oh, interesting. Make it an advantage, please.
Advantage perception check. Watch, I'm gonna fail this horribly.
Oh, man. Okay.
Actually, would it be insight?
Oh, yeah, no, I said
No.
insight. Sorry. It is insight. Yeah, roll an insight check. with
Yeah,
advantage.
insane.
22!
Yeah,
Okay! Yeah, you've seen this before. You've seen this as some sort of way of getting out of something that he just, like... He's yelling at you and he's slamming the shield. You can tell he's probably not being honest with this. He's not trying... He's not actually angry. He's not turning on a 180 and just going to attack you.
Right, yeah, I reciprocate this. I was hired to do a job. That's all it was.
So I'm gonna just slam on my shield with my foot, and it's... I have no idea who the fuck you happen to be. We had a goal. We had we had something set in mind, and you're nothing more but a roadblock. You're a failed roadblock. And I'm gonna keep slamming my foot on my shield.
I'm gonna tap on Zeroth and kind of like try and hide my finger behind his body and point at the shield.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. Pointing at the shield.
Yeah, like trying
Okay.
like get Zeroth's attention and then kind of just try and stealthily point at the shield.
Zeroth, you pick up
I'm
on
gonna-
Alex doing that, yeah.
I'm gonna slowly make my way up. I'm gonna walk over to Gazif and kind of like move him and just go, we don't have to fake being mad anymore. And I'm just gonna stomp the shield as hard as I can.
Roll a strength check. Athletics check, actually. Wait, I should have been athletics for you guys,
Athletic.
but... difference between a 5 and probably something a little higher. Probably not too big, fortunately.
Yeah. And...
Oh.
16, though. You step down on the shield, creating quite a bit of a dent in the floor, but still, it's a full, like, wooden plank floor. Kicking through the floor is a little tricky. If you stomp through it, you might be able to do something, but you probably aren't. Yeah.
Shit, stomp again.
Yeah. Stomp. You keep stomping. The Kennahn Muhin start to turn. And then suddenly you see one of them move up to the cage and touch the cage. The runes begin to glow. And the door opens.
I am immediately gonna attack the first guy.
Same.
Okay, roll initiative. Here we go.
Everybody,
Yeah, all of you guys.
Oh,
I have 1 HP. Oh, I have advantage on this. And it
You do?
still was gone off.
I have opened the door while we were conscious, and they fucked up.
Yeah, curb stomping these guys into the ground.
opening the door while we were conscious was the worst idea. Because guess what, fuckers? We essentially got it. I essentially got it a short rest.
Yay!
Why? Because I was
Okay.
literally standing in a corner for like an hour.
Oh, I didn't click my token.
Oh, whoops. Alright, well, what did you get?
I mean,
I
I
got
can
it,
call
man.
it a pullback, but guess what? I have more than just claws.
Oh, whoops, that's the wrong way. Descending. Stigonder, you were first.
I'm first.
What? Oh, did you? Oh, I didn't add you, sorry.
Yeah. Alex
got
is
a
first, but
23. Wait,
after that
discovered
is me. And I have.
What the fuck?
Well, I may prefer to use my claws.
Dude, I'm so... What did I just do? I just deleted you like 5 times. I just clicked the delete token button. I was like, why is it not working? It's not letting me add you.
Ooh.
Oh,
The voice was funny.
Okay, Alex. Nameplate. All controlled by Alex. Add turn at 23. There we go. Okay, Alex, you're first.
I would like to pull out my rapier, run in, stab the closest guy to the door, and then try and leap over him so I can make some room for someone else to come through.
Interesting. Okay, roll attack as you rush forwards.
And then because I'm outside,
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Let's see. What is? I'm glad I got this prepared.
Hell yeah. And as you move towards the open door, you start to see farther into this next room.
Oh, so it's this. I get. Did that? I don't think that did my. Was that? How my sneak attack have too?
Do you have sneak attack?
That does. That's a crit. I automatically get sneak attack. Oh no, I don't. No, I don't.
So it's just 5 then? Is it 5? But plus the max. So
it's 5. But then I'm also because
plus-
I'm outside of
plus
the
8.
cage. I also get to add that in.
Ooh. Okay, interesting.
oh.
So
Just 1, and then he'll get the other 10 if he moves later.
so 14. Oh, right, hold on.
No. It's 6 damage in total, 5 psychic, 1 lightning. If he doesn't have any
But
resistance.
it's a crit, so you add 8.
Is
Because you rolled.
Wait.
So hang on, because you rolled the
Yeah,
damage.
yeah.
It's a natural 20, so that's a crit, and we're doing crunchy crits, so you add the max from the dice.
And then because of the spell, that means I also get another 8 from that.
Oh shit, you're right. That's true.
So that means it's yeah.
Okay.
And then-
So interesting.
And then because it was a crit, does the booming blade damage from the next tech also get bonus?
That's from him
I'm assuming-
moving. That's not quite from him.
Yeah.
That's not quite from the crit.
Okay.
It's just from him moving. But that 10 extra damage that's crazy. And it's a like Lord of the Rings. I told you to take the wizard's staff moment. As
yeah.
like, why did you not take their weapons? What are you doing? As Alex vaults over and you see this next figure in the other room, the Venom Slinger. Oh, shit rolls. Oh my god.
Finish. Did we all get a short rest in that little span?
Yeah, I say you would.
Then I'm not on 1 health.
You're not on 1 HP. Isn't that crazy?
Because Xerath would
And
be
I-
on 1 HP because.
Oh
It
yeah,
was-
you got knocked unconscious though, so that
Oh,
does
for
change
him.
that.
Okay.
I got knocked unconscious. Though actually, here's something interesting. So I'm just gonna put this into the chat. Aura of Hate.
Oh!
Would that affect Xerath?
Bonus to melee weapon damage. What? That's awesome. That's
Yes,
actually
but
such
would
a
that
cool
affect-
ability.
Yeah, but would that affect Xerath? Because he is a Dampier.
The paladin as well as any fiends and undead within 2. That's true. I guess technically.
I'm just asking, like,
Technically
just
that
in
would.
case. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah,
That's a
the bonus
sick
to-
ability.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Anyway, I just wanted to clarify that before I
Sure.
do my turn. Is it my turn yet?
Yeah, it should be, right?
Oh.
Unless you
I'm
wish to move,
confused.
Alex.
Yeah. So yeah, I've ran up to him, stabbed him. Then
Bounced
I'm going to
over.
use my bonus action to stab him again
Oh, fun. Okay, go ahead and roll
Bonus
attack.
action. Stab again.
with
Stab.
because if it's let me just double check because I think.
Poke.
Oh no, I can't because Vincier is not a light weapon.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah. So never mind.
Stigander.
My turn.
Cage is open.
Yup. Rush forward. And I'm gonna stab the first guy with my longsword two-handed. Yeah, because my claws, without the like claws of cold thing, which I already used up for the day, I can't really do much. I can't use much of my claws. But thankfully, I have more weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, stab the first guy.
6 will hit. 8 points.
8 damage. Is that enough to kill him?
Nope.
Is he dead?
He's bloodied.
I stab him again.
Okay.
Damn it.
12 misses. The second one, your first one, you slash into him, blood goes spraying across the ground. Second one, he raises a shield, and you slam into it. He gets knocked backwards, pushed down. He's screaming. This seems to be some sort of novice. These guys don't seem terribly adept, as in they're like in training probably. But
right,
yeah,
yeah. Then I'm gonna move a little bit so that someone else could get past me.
Okay, Zeroff. Is you, my good sir?
I'm gonna rage.
Okay, you're raging.
Nice.
And as soon as I rage, I get I get elemental cleaver, so I can infuse one weapon I'm holding with one of the falling damage types: acid, cold, fire, thunder, or lightning.
Oh, fun.
So I'm going to infuse Corvos with acid, which is why a couple sessions ago when he said he was a dragon that breathed acid,
Oh, that's
I said he
sick.
could do that again.
That's so cool. Okay, awesome. I love it. That's cool. All right.
Actually, was he silent
then-
the entire time that we've been in the cage?
Yep. He
Yeah,
was.
okay.
And then, what form is he in right now?
Sphere. He's default in the sphere. You can change him like once per day for 10 minutes at a time, but he's always at sphere.
And I've already used that, right, for when he was
Yep.
the Great Sword's last battle?
Yep.
Okay. Then, with the spear, I'm going to throw him at... I'm at the load real quick, and then I'll let you know, because I don't want to throw... I want to throw him at the guy that's not being attacked right now.
There are 2 others.
The only one that hasn't... 2 others? Okay. Then yeah, I just want to throw him at one of those 2,
Yeah.
probably. And then I'll throw him... plus 12 to hit. 25.
25 will hit. Believe it or not.
And that's
I hope
1d6. I've got 2 things on here, 1d6 plus 8 and 1d8 plus 8.
1d6, because it was not a two-handed attack.
Okay. 12.
12 points. All right, you got it.
And then I also, because I used I used elemental cleaver,
Mm-hmm.
takes an extra 1d6 damage of acid damage.
Alrighty.
6.
Wow, okay. As Corvos is flung into its chest, into his chest, he's pinned backwards, just kind of stumbles for a second, and as the spear like goes out of the range of the anti-magic cage, Zeroth, you hear in your mind,
Why has there been so much of this recently? Why have I been so silent for so long? What is this?
Oh, it's also plus another 3 because
Oh,
crushing
good.
throw.
okay.
Just read that. I'm just
Interesting.
gonna ignore him. And did he teleport back to my hand after he hit?
He started to, and as the spear came back, it like went into the anti-magic field and then dropped to the ground.
I'm gonna.
So he was like, finally I can speak
Finally,
again.
no, nope, not any longer.
It's
So
all
I'm
I
guessing-
can speak. Oh fuck!
I'm guessing it would take the rest of my turn to pick him back up.
No, you can just interact with him.
Oh.
But technically, he does only come back at the end of or at the start of your next turn. So right now he's still in the
Okay.
guy's chest.
Okay, well in that case, I'm gonna reach back, grab the great axe, step forward, and just overhand.
Overhand, boom. All right, go ahead and roll attack.
And that one I'm using Great Weapon Master.
Fun. All right.
So a -5 penalty to
Your
my attack.
roll. But then plus 10 to the damage.
Now 20.
Oh God. Okay.
So
Stride forwards with the axe, slashing
1d12.
downwards. Okay, go ahead and roll that damage. Plus
17.
10.
Plus 10, so
And the
27.
fire damage. So, because the fire
I
damage
think
from the great axe. Because
Did it automatically?
Yep,
it already rolled
it
the
did
fire
roll.
damage.
So 22,
Oh,
32
plus
damage.
the 10. Plus.
And you're raging. That's another
there's
3.
something else.
So 35.
That's only if I throw it. It's only plus 2 if I throw it.
Oh, yeah. So you...
Brutal critical.
He's dead. He's very dead. How do you want to kill him? What does it look like?
So I threw the spear. It just stuck him like in the shoulder. And then as I'm running forward, pulling the axe, and I'm taking it straight to his other shoulder, and just kind of cleaving him from side to side. And on his way down, I just want to grab Corvos.
Nice. As you bisect this guy, grabbing the axe drops down, you take your other hand, pull the spear free, and kick the body to the ground as he falls. The other two are like, oh god, this is bad. This is very bad. Is that your turn, Zeroth?
Yeah, because I already used my bonus. I already used my bonus action.
Gazif.
So yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull a Captain America and like kick the tip of my shield, have it flip and I can grab it.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna use my moon sickle and just like rush out of the room. And let me see. So because I'm really upset, I want to go and stab this guy. The one right next to Alex. Is the room open or no?
The room? Like
The
door?
the cage door is open.
The cage door is open and this door is open. You guys can now see into the next
Door's
chamber.
Alright. So with the moon sickle, I kind of want to scoop it into his mouth and like pull him up. I don't care if he dies in the process, but I want to meet you.
Okay, man. All right. Roll attack. With Deathcap, you have like we're summoning like birds and shit. So maybe some spikes here and there. With Gazif, I'm going to like meat hook this guy's mouth and pull him upwards because I want a shield. God, that's crazy. Love it. 17 hits. I love that.
Like, I'm gonna turn people into zombies so we can have them as friends again. I'll bring an army of zoo creatures to us, and then there's Captain America with a meat hook person.
So since that wasn't a crit, it's just 3.
Borderlands version of Captain America.
Borderlands Captain America. Okay, so you stride forwards, unsheathe the moon sickle. It comes upwards towards the guy's face. He kind of moves back a little bit, but you do end up pulling the blade along his cheek and tearing some of the skin there. Gee, 17 is their AC. It was too close, unfortunately. If it had been a little bit higher, that might have actually worked and gotten you a meat shield for a minute, but that's crazy. Alrighty. Guys, if you are now in this absolute cluster of a situation here.
Like, how does this guy look like he's badly hurt?
Yeah.
Like he's on the verge.
Not quite, but he's almost mortal.
Okay, so he's beyond path.
Yeah.
After the moon sickle goes up, I'm gonna go ahead and like flip it, and then it's now facing that way. I'm gonna slash like this.
Comes across. Go ahead and roll attack. Woo! 20 hits.
Not natural 20.
Not natural. Yeah, that is it.
Damn. You know why it's green? Why is it
I
green?
don't know. Yeah, I don't know why it's auto critting there, but mortal. As it comes across from like cheek to cheek, you have carved like a plus sign into this guy's face. Ouch!
Oh.
He is hurting badly, screaming.
Stab
"Wah!"
twice and then slash twice in the face. Good
Yeah.
God, this one guy.
This one poor fool is getting absolutely destroyed. All right, is that your turn, Gazif?
Yeah, that'll be it.
Yeah.
Kennahn Muhin. This one is going to use the disengage action, move 5. That's Alex. Whoops. Actually, I can measure. Really cool. 30, actually, so it'd be to 25, which is right about here. The crack in the road there. That's. I keep trying to move him next. Let me move Alex first. He moved there. And he is going to be. He starts running, and he yells out, "Get the inhibitor! Fast!" And this other one is going to probably start moving as well. As this one here is going to disengage. Move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Inhibitor!
Now! Run! Get it! Quick! We'll hold him off! Second one is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, and disappear up the stairs. Cool. Alex.
I am gonna move over here to this guy, so I can get my sneak attack this time.
How come?
Huh?
How come? Sneak attack.
Because of what's it called again? Oh no, I didn't write it down there. But it's one of the.
What's sneak attack? It's either advantage or.
Audacity.
Oh, ricochet. Oh, right, because there's no one. Oh, also the guy should have taken the 10 damage. Oh, he would have died.
No.
From
Yeah,
Sword
so,
Blade.
Oh yeah, he got the Sword Blade.
Because he moved.
He moved and just.
He moved and blew up from the inside. So he wouldn't have even gotten there, but the other guy would have started moving and running without the inhibitor. Alright, cool. Alex. Please continue.
Yeah, so this guy.
Ricochet Audacity, you were able to get sneak attack now.
And then. Oh, he's so dead then.
Oh, he is. He's gonna be absolutely destroyed.
Maybe.
15 misses.
No.
Yeah. Unfortunately, so what does it look like? How do you miss this easy shot and the guy running away from you? What happens to Alex?
I mean, he already. Oh no. Oh gosh, dang it, that's annoying. I go in, I try and hit him, but I get. I don't know how. Old man knee. I'm
Old
gonna go
man
with
knee.
that.
You got it. Stick it under.
Alright, my turn. Run out the door, and fucking, as I'm running, just stab this fucker in the chest.
Yeah,
And I will be applying smite.
Nice. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's
20 hits.
exploding.
This guy's gonna go high into the air. He's a little beefy though, so it might be a little harder. Ooh, unfortunate.
Oof. Yeah.
Oof, indeed.
Yep. Thankfully, I have a second attack. God damn it!
12 misses. Okay, so your divine smite, you slash into him, and you carve into his back. He stumbles and lets out a gasp of pain, but he's still moving. He's barely hurt. You see, there was like this odd sense to these, as if like these Kennahn Muhin, as if they were a little chunkier than they should be, a little bit more vigorous. A little odd. Anything else, Stigander?
I use a bonus action to cast Shield of Faith,
Very nice. Very nice.
which gives me +2 to my AC.
Cool. That's crazy. Alrighty. Zeroth.
Okay. Gazif, are you willing to be thrown?
I'm just gonna bang my my shield and sickle. Come on.
I'm gonna grab Gazif and I'm just gonna hurl him across the room.
Okay. So, is this using the ability you have for raging?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Which, since I'm throwing him at the ground, he wouldn't land prone, he would just land.
Okay. So he lands 30 feet away?
Yeah.
Alright.
Since he decided to throw me, I'm just gonna have my shield like this.
Oh, cool.
So I'll do like a tuck and roll as I'm landing.
Nice. So he throws you forwards, you land on the shield, again, Captain America style. You like roll off your shield, back on your feet, moonsickle and shield in hand. Zeroth, you just chucked him for one of your attacks. Or is that your action?
That's my bonus action.
What? Okay. What are you doing for your action? That's crazy.
How messed up is the floor of the cage?
The floor of the cage.
Like that we were trying to break through.
Dented, but not like super broken.
Okay, well in that case, I am just going to follow Gaz if I'm sprinting through.
Okay.
And since I have 45 feet of movement, can I circle around my friends and get behind him?
If
With 45 feet?
let me check. Yeah. 45 will get you
Cool.
there.
Then I'm gonna go there and first attack with the Great Axe. And I'm using Great Weapon Master.
Hell yeah.
So -5 to hit. 21.
Okay, alright, that hits. Forgot that doesn't
Okay.
apply. Doesn't like apply to
So-
something. Can't toggle it.
Plus
Okay,
10,
18, so that's 28?
28.
You're raging. +3. He's
I
mortal.
don't get that because I didn't throw the weapon, so it's not the +3.
No, the +3 is just from rage.
Oh yeah.
Because you're a barbarian. When you rage, you get extra damage. He has 2 health.
Cool.
This guy is very barely clinging on to life. He's like holding on by a sliver.
Then second
Right, you do
second
that.
attack I'm just gonna swing again. No
Okay, go ahead.
Great Weapon Master.
Roll attack.
24.
Yeah, he's dead. Very dead. How do you kill him?
Okay. I just 1, 2, and instead of it bisecting, it starts bisecting and then it goes through the rest of the way.
Take 2 swipes, one down, the other down, and he falls over. Still falling kind of apart, but still kind of alive. Well, not alive, as in very, very dead, but still kind of intact, I suppose you would say. He's alive! He's cut in half, but he's alive! Darth Maul!
Fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Gazav, the threats seem to be gone. Strange.
No, well, the immediate threats are gone.
Yeah, the immediate threats are gone. We're still in initiative order.
We do know that there was a guy who ran up these stairs.
There are 2 doors here. There are some empty cages around you. Then there's the staircase here.
Actually, DM, I have a question.
Sure.
Would I know the layout of the ship?
Yeah. Yeah, you would, actually. So I can just reveal the whole thing.
Yeah!
It's convenience. I'm going to turn off Fog of War then.
Woo!
Yay.
Well, if
Oh,
anything,
Off.
take off Fungal Work to the level. Oh.
Oh,
Ah!
Oh, goodness.
Yes.
goodness.
We are,
On a
Oh dear.
That's a good question you asked there. That changed quite a bit, actually.
I mean, I just figured, like, I'd be able to lead us through. But
Yeah.
holy fuck. Oh no.
They're showing the cages on the outside.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes. Yes, there are.
So
Cages
we're
dangling
there.
over the lava.
Organ in.
Yeah, and that might be something that can happen if you end up breaking out of one of the jail cells. Maybe perhaps that they put you in there if you're causing too much trouble. We'll see!
Uh-oh.
Gazav, and what are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna just let my drow instincts take over. I'm gonna dip my hand in this guy's blood, paint my face with it, and just like in all rumor, run up the steps.
Ooh, okay, I love it. Let's see, so you got
Intimidation factor, go!
15, 20. Oh, whoa, wait, what? If I what? If you, excuse me? If you right click on a token, you start measuring with it. When you're moving a token, if you right click, you start to,
Wait,
that's
really?
so sick! Okay.
Oh,
That's kind of freaking awesome. I'm gonna move that guy because he wasn't actually there. You're charging up the steps, and you can see this Kennahn Muhin running down this hallway. And at the end of the hallway, you also spot another individual there. Whip and net ready. They're all prepared. Anything else, Gazif? That's your movement. You still have an action and a bonus action.
Yeah.
With my first action, I would like to grab onto this guy.
He is 5 feet away from you, like 10-ish. Actually, he's
10-ish?
technically 10 feet away from you.
So that's all of my movement?
That is all of your movement without
Right.
dashing.
Okay. So then, you know what? Let me... Okay. I cast Sanctuary on myself.
Interesting. Okay, Sanctuary. I like it. Now I have to make wisdom saves or not target you. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Use the attacker spells. Interesting. Fireball. Okay, so they could fireball you, but besides that, not much. Hell yeah. Anything else for your action?
Okay. Bonus action.
That was a bonus action. So to cast Shield or Sanctuary is a bonus action.
Oh, I didn't realize Sanctuary was a bonus action. Forgive me.
Nope, all good. Are you gonna do Sanctuary or Compelled Duel? Which one?
I'm gonna do Sanctuary this round.
Okay, cool.
It's the safer.
Anything on your action?
I'm just gonna take the dodge action.
Hell yeah, okay. Alrighty. Kennahn Muhin. This one is gonna move 5, open the door, 10. Inhibitor, now! And we're gonna adjust this. Interesting, okay. Alright, the Venom Slinger is going to move. Wait, I forgot. This is so nice. I love this. Move 30 feet to here. He's gonna turn. Oh, he can't target you with shit. I forgot about that. But he doesn't know that, so he's gonna still try it anyways. He's going to turn, and he's going to attempt to cast... Oh, wait, no, he can't do that, though. He can't do that, though. Interesting. He's gonna cast Lightning Bolt towards you. As he turns, crackling energy forms in his hands, and he slams his palms together and pushes forwards, and this bolt of crackling energy shoots towards you guys. Roll a dexterity saving throw, please. Oh shit, quite a bit.
Nat 20.
Oh, baby!
Fine.
Hell yeah, man. Okay. You take 16 points of lightning damage. Wow. Okay. So, what does it look... How does it... Describe this for me. What does this look like?
So as he goes to cast his lightning bolt, I'm gonna continue staring at him like fiercely, my shield in one hand, my stick in the other hand, and I'm just gonna shift just to the side as it passes by me.
Hell yeah.
I'm thinking like the
You're gonna Matrix dodge the lightning bolt.
Except to the side. Yeah, I love it. Cool. Very cool. Alrighty.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna move like by a centimeter for a bullet,
Yeah.
but gonna move a little bit more for the lightning bolt, but it's still gonna be bare minimum movement.
Alex, you are up next.
I let's see here. 25 movement there. And then I am here. Why does it keep doing that? And then I can indeed run right up to him using my bonus action for some movement speed.
Okay.
And then I'm going to strike at him, use my heroic inspiration, and get advantage.
Very nice.
I don't need
Smashing.
it to get the sneak attack, but I want it to just try and...
Kill this guy.
Yes. Yes.
6 will hit. Good, sir.
Then...
First of all, you have to get those temporary hit points. So let's see, will that happen? It will happen. Excellent.
And... Boom blade, so now he can't move either.
Well, he can, but he's going to take another 4 damage. Oh, that's a nasty hit to him. Alrighty. 20.
Yeah, that's 21 damage to him then.
Yeah, that is a serious hit. You stab into his back, and it's like Vincere, right? It's the psychic damage, but
yes.
Plus the thunder. So you send out this shockwave almost. He stumbles a little bit.
His ears are like ringing. And...
Yeah. Jeez. All right.
He's got a massive headache.
Yeah. Ezero. Alright. I can measure. I love this. 30 to here.
And that is really nice. The measuring.
It is. That's so cool. I love that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
It's sad that it took so long to figure it out.
It is. That would have been so useful.
I don't know how to do it.
Okay, just
you gotta
start moving your token, and then right click. So, just click on your token, right click, and it'll start.
Oh my god, yay!
Yeah, right? It's awesome! Okay.
Alright.
He starts dashing to the side, and you can see he pulls out a scepter.
Tricky little bastards, are we?
What'd you say?
Fancy.
Fancy, yes indeed, it's very fancy.
It's not a staff, it's a scepter.
It's a scepter. It's very different. He pushes it forwards, and you feel this strange slack wash over you. I need Alex and Gazif to roll charisma saving throws.
You get a +3 since you're within ring.
Are you?
Oh no, mine.
It's like a 10-foot radius, isn't it? Radius.
Yeah, that's what I said. Never mind.
Okay. So Alex succeeds the charisma save with 24. That's crazy.
Sorcerer powers for the win.
29. Both of you guys shake this off. Excellent. Very cool.
Nice.
Paladin powers for the win.
Yes,
That
paladin powers and sorcerer powers. Okay. He grunts, and then for his bonus action, he is going to cast, as that was not a spell, it was an item, and it wasn't a spell even for the item. He is also, I think he's gonna do something fun. He's gonna cast Sanctuary as well. Himself. So I'll denote that with that icon. That should work. Cool. Stigonder.
All right. So I go up.
Yeah, that's a good way to denote that, I think.
Yep. So I go up. There's. I need to. Well, there. Yay. Really wish we had cubes. Alright, so measuring out. Yeah, Actually, I think I could make this. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do the. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna fall on all fours and dash to him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just like. It's just gonna be like, remember me, asshole!
Alrighty. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Gazif.
Actually, I had to make a little bit of an AC modifier because I have the defense fighting style, but for some reason, roll 20 is being dumb.
It doesn't do that. Weird.
So I had to put that in manually. But yeah. Cool. So my AC is currently 19.
Nice. Almost as tanky as Gazif is.
Mm-hmm. And I still have a shield in my inventory should I need it.
I'm gonna look downstairs and shout out the Zeroth, like, come young champion, join the fight! And then make my way to this guy.
Alright. Cool.
He's not the one that tried to hit us with that charisma save, wasn't he?
Nope, that was Jezero. The one that looks a little different than the ones you've seen before.
Okay.
Not concentration sanctuary is. Interesting. Sanctuary is not concentration.
I doubt that's gonna work. Wait. Bear with me, because I want to see. Okay. I would like to go ahead and cast Compel Duel on the different looking one.
On Jezero. Interesting. Okay.
Because the effect is harmful, the side effect of the spell.
Interesting. Okay, I like it. So he has to roll a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
And roll that. Where's that? Oh, fuck. Okay, he rolled... That's an 11.
So he fails that,
He fails.
He fails the effect.
And he's not gonna legendary resistance this, I don't think.
And his disadvantage on attack rolls against any creatures other than me has to make a wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move to a space that is more than 30 feet away from you.
Ooh, very interesting.
Yes, Compelled Duel. I almost took that spell, but I figured Shield of Faith would be more useful for me.
Very interesting. Okay, is that your turn, Gaza? Or would you like to use your action for anything?
I'm gonna go ahead and moonsickle the guy next to Alex.
Alright, cool. That will break your sanctuary.
That'll break, then...
Didn't the spell already break it?
Nope. Because it's not next.
Nope.
It's not like a. It doesn't have concentration, and it isn't directly harmful. I think that's all it is.
I thought it was just casting a spell breaks it.
Let's see. Cast a spell that affects an enemy. So yeah, no, sanctuary would already be gone.
Okay. Alright, so then I'm gonna end up moonsickling this guy.
Cool. You lose sanctuary, so I'm gonna denote that again. Oh, cool. Go ahead and roll attack.
So that's 19.
Hit. You're a paladin, right, Gazif?
Yeah. I don't know why I keep stubborn rolling.
I don't think we've ever seen you smite, which is funny. I just realized that I don't think we've ever seen you use divine smite. That's funny. Cool.
I like to save those for like actual boss fights.
Yeah, I gotcha, man. It's just funny because I did not put 2 and 2 together that you were a paladin because I've never seen you use the smite before, which is funny. Cool. All right, so you slash into him for a bit of a cut. Anything else?
How is he looking?
He's looking fine. Oh, and also you have 2 attacks per turn.
Yeah.
Yep. That one will miss. 11 will unfortunately miss.
Alright, so that'll be the end of my moves.
Zeroth.
I'm gonna run up the stairs.
Okay. Start sprinting up
So
the stairs.
that's 15. And that puts me up there with everybody else, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Wait, I can do this. Oh, interesting. Focus ping, that's kind of cool. Alright, go ahead.
Trying to get... Okay, there we go. And then how far away is the first guy? I've only got 30. So I can move just behind. I can move just behind Gazeth. Does that put me 10 feet away from
Yes.
the guy they're fighting?
Well, you can... Let me just measure it for you. Yep.
Okay.
Just about.
Yeah, pretty much
Then-
exactly.
I want to take Corvos and just try to stick it in his stomach.
Oh yeah,
And I
roll
was
attack.
reading Corvos, and it also gets +3 to attack and damage rolls, and I did not realize
I
that.
believe that's included in the attack. I think that's already
Okay.
included.
Okay. So 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
Oh wait, I didn't throw it. So it's 1d8 plus 8, so I didn't throw it, right?
No, you attack. Does it have a range of 10?
It's got 1d6 plus 8 and then
What's the
1d8 plus
reach?
8. 20 to 60.
That's for ranged attacks. That's for like throwing it.
Mhm.
Are you
Yeah.
throwing it or are you just trying to stab it?
I'm just trying to stab him, but I have +5 to +5 feet to my
Right,
reach.
because you're a big dude now. Because you're a big kid
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, because you, yeah.
So is
Wait,
it
so I should
1d6
technically
plus
be
8 or 1d?
chucking you that big. Alrighty.
Is it 1d6 plus 8 or 1d8 plus
1d8. If
8?
you're doing two-handed, you get 1d8.
Alright. So 10 plus he gets another 1d6 because he's acid infused.
Yep.
16 plus the
Wow.
3 from raging.
Hell yeah.
So 19. And
He is
then for my
bloodied.
second attack, I want to reach out, grab him, and I want to use my vampiric bite,
Ooh, I like that. Interesting.
which I have advantage to hit because I'm at less than half health,
Interesting. Very cool.
and I'll gain back whatever damage I do, whatever the piercing damage is to him.
Yes, you sure will.
Damn.
Aim indeed.
So
Go ahead and roll.
22.
22 will hit.
Okay, 22
22 will hit.
damage. 5.
5, and you heal 5. He is mortal. You grab and pull him back, launch down, suck some of the life force from him, and throw him forward once again. Yeah. he's
Bonus
looking back.
action. Bonus action. I want to mighty impel. I can throw him up to 30 feet.
Throw him into the jag of whatever the fuck he was.
Jack of diamonds.
That's what I'm
Jack of
thinking.
Diamonds.
I'm gonna throw him
Jack of
into.
Diamonds.
I'm gonna throw him into this guy.
Alrighty.
Ah.
So, do you roll? What? How would this work? I'm very interested.
So
He has to roll a strength save.
yeah, he has to roll a strength save with
DC
a
18.
DC of 18, and then
Oh, he might actually succeed this. Yes, he does. He got a 19.
okay, then he breaks my grit.
Shit. Okay.
I have one question once it's his turn,
Yes.
because since I'm so close, I'm guessing that
You
the
do
sphere
have
doesn't
that range
automatically.
for opportunity attacks. Yes. If
Well,
he does
does the
move.
sphere return to me? Does the sphere return to me automatically?
No, you didn't throw it. You just poked him.
So, because I want to leave it in his stomach. Because if he tries to wield it, or if he tries to move it or anything, Corvos deals him another 3d8 damage to any creature that. Oh, he's touching it technically, and I'm not holding it.
Wait a second. What? Hold up. Hold up. What are you trying to do
Stubbornness.
here? The stubbornness.
So it's if Corvos does not wish to be used, it simply will not. The weapon has the ability to cause 3d8 damage to any creature that touches it, additionally becoming so heavy that anyone attempting to pick it up must succeed a DC 25 Strength Athletics check.
What a loophole! I love it. Okay, I'm gonna have to change that because that's crazy.
On your face.
So
If you just hit somebody with it.
It would, well, because I imagine if I'm still holding onto it, it wouldn't trigger. That's
Yeah.
why I specifically said I'm letting go. Because if Corvus doesn't want to be held by the guy, then
But he's
Corvus
not
would
holding
do
him. He's
the-
being jammed into his chest.
Well,
His
if
stomach
Corvo-
is holding him. He's not holding him.
well, it says touches.
that's very true. That's very
That's
true.
why I
So
think if he tries to remove Corvus and Corvus doesn't want to come out yet, then
you're right.
3d8.
That's fair. That's fair. Awesome. Okay. Way to use my
Oh my
own
goodness.
my own spear against me. Alrighty, the Kennahn Muhin.
But isn't that the way it's supposed to be?
Isn't that the way it's supposed to be? I was not intending that, but that's kind of crazy. I'll take it.
so if he tries to pull it out, just let me know and I'll roll the 3d8.
I sure will. I mean, generally people don't people try to get to safety before they try to pull magic spears out of their bellies, but you never know. We'll see.
That's it.
I'll have to roll for that because having this, I can't metagame this for him. Okay, the Kennahn Muhin is going to cast Hold Person at 3rd level, targeting Zeroth and also targeting Stigander. I need Zeroth and Stigander to roll Wisdom saving throws, please.
20!
Oh my god.
6.
Zeroth is paralyzed.
Wait, no. Can't be paralyzed. It's in my rage thing,
What?
wherever it was. Yeah,
Wait,
it's something in here.
Show it. I gotta see this. You are
I
immune to this?
have to go find it. I just read it that I can't be
You're
paralyzed.
paralyzed. So yeah, it is paralysis. It's not like petrified. It's paralyzed.
Where is it? I just read it. It has to do with the giant thing. But I can't.
Wait,
Where
is
did
that
it
in
go?
Corvos?
Well, unless it's. Oh, and I just said I'm not holding Corvos.
Whilst you cannot be paralyzed. Yeah, you're not holding it.
Oh,
No, literally it says whilst you hold this artifact.
Yeah.
And you are not holding it, and so you are paralyzed. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Loophole gets counter loopholed. Wow. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, wow.
That's a hell of an interaction there.
Love Corvos.
Pros and cons. Pros and cons.
Maybe it is bounced. For this very specific situation. Alright, the Venom Slinger is going to... Oh, you guys are lined up in a pretty little line here.
Oh no.
He is going to Lightning Bolt Alex, Gazif, and Zeroth. Once more. This time he's going to use the 4th level because he feels like it. That'd be fun. So, Zeroth, as you're paralyzed, I believe you automatically fail dexterity saving throws.
I think
And he
so,
only
yeah.
had a few HP anyways.
I have
Really
6.
not close
Yeah.
enough.
So he has now shrunk back down, lost another rage, and
Yes. Yeah, so Zeroth takes 34 points of lightning damage.
Well, I'm unconscious.
Okay, Zeroth is back down to normal Zeroth size. He's out. Alex takes 34 points of lightning damage.
oh gosh.
Oh wait, that would have been 17. Because he's with fence and feet on me, so he gets a +3.
That still takes, he still takes 34 points of lightning damage. Fortunately, 17 is not the DC.
Oh.
Yazov does succeed, however, and does take only 17 points of lightning damage. How much does he add to his... how much do you add to his... save?
+3.
+3? Yeah, unfortunately that will still fail. Okay, in a Hail Mary attempt to KO all of you guys, he only manages to knock out Zeroth. He is not looking so happy about that, that's for damn sure. Can he do anything else? No, he really cannot. Alex! Just got blasted in the face with a lightning bolt.
Not really happy about that.
No, I can imagine.
So, Stabby, stabby to the face time.
Poke, poke, poke. He's mortal.
However, I think no. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep using Vince here.
Sure.
No.
Damn. Damn. It did not feel like it. Okay, so Alex, how do you fumble this one? Old man knee again?
It's the lightning bolt got to the old man knee.
Oh man, that old man knee, dude. That sucks.
Like,
Okay.
I took a lightning bolt to the knee, and I'm still an adventurer.
Yeah. Okay. Let's look at our options here. It is Jaziro's turn. Let's think for a second. He has been hit with a compelled duel. So we'll see. I think I know what he's gonna do.
You know, I just kind of realized this, but Zeroth is frozen in place, but unconscious.
Yes, he is. He is
So
paralyzed and unconscious.
He's just standing there unconscious.
Oh, it can go up to 3 other targets. Really? Isn't that lovely? Oh, very nice.
No.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay. Once again, this tingling, crackling energy starts to form at his fingertips. Just don't want to play nice, do you? Okay. He starts touching his fingers together, and one arcing bolt of lightning shoots forwards into Stigander, and then it from there bounces to Gazif, and then Alex. I need you guys to roll dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh no. I'm a paladin. I'm bad at those.
I'm a rogue. I'm good at those.
Okay, Stigander, you take 42 points of lightning damage. Gazif, you take 21 points of lightning damage.
That was more than half of my HP.
And Alex, you take 21 points of lightning damage.
That's half?
Yeah,
Oh my
correct.
goodness.
Okay, I'll be right back in 2 seconds.
How much was that? 43?
Wait, how much was it?
34.
Wait, how much do I take again?
21.
21?
Yeah, so that means I did 40. Yeah, that was more than half of my HP. I'm at 9 now.
I'm at 8.
Guys, are we fucked?
Alright, cool.
The second time around? Yeah, probably.
So, for those of you who did succeed, you take 21 points of lightning damage. For those of you who failed, you take 42 points of lightning damage. As the chain lightning spell goes off and bounces arcing energy going from Stigander to Gazif, then to Alex. That's his turn. Stigander.
I truly am my current mindset is fuck it, we ball. As I am going to attack this, I'm just gonna swing at him with my sword with all my might.
It was the person with the mask who did that, right? And they have the sanctuary on them?
Yeah, he loses sanctuary.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding
Just
me.
wanted to put that for our wolf buddy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Good. 25! 25!
Double 25.
And
will
both
hit.
of those are smites.
Woo! Okay. Okay, let's have
Both
a
of
look.
those are level 2 smites.
Alrighty. So
Yep,
first
because
one
I need
is
second level spell slots for these.
first one's 27 total, and then the second one will be 26.
Yeah, it's just like I'm just stabbing him. I'm just like slashing and stabbing him. I'm like, basically, I'm going fucking feral here on this.
Two
man.
slashes go into him. and he kind of stumbles back a little bit.
What has that been hiding this whole damn time?
Okay. That's your turns to Gunder.
Do I have any bonus actions I could do? I know I'm all out of spell slots. Never mind.
Man.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Gazif.
So after taking that hit, I'm literally down to 1 HP.
Woo!
I'm gonna go ahead and spit blood and then like wipe my chin. I'm not afraid of death. And I'm gonna like kneel down, pat Xeroth as I cast Cure Wounds. And it's like, we got this guy with us.
As you kneel down to cast Cure Wounds, you see the mask flash. I don't think so. You feel the spell begin to become nullified as he goes to cast Counterspell.
No! Damn you!
You gonna counterspell that, or are you just gonna let it lie?
I only have 2 level 1 slots.
Ooh, okay. He counterspells your Cure Wounds. Xeroth remains standing, like, frozen there, unconscious, and paralyzed. Alright. Anything else, Gazif?
Rude and Karhooch is vibing.
Right, just vibing back there, yeah. Sorry, guys, this is,
I just tried to.
We'll get back
breathe
to you guys in just a
Clementine.
minute.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, that's fine.
We're up to TPK.
We're about to TPK, yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You'll be the only character around anyway.
You know
I was
what?
going to say a minute ago, we can assume that the Kennahn Muhin has killed them. I don't want to be right about that. Please don't.
Yeah.
Anything else, Gazif?
I'm literally, since he counterspelled that, I'm literally just gonna walk up to him. I'm gonna take the dodge action, and I'm just gonna stare him in the face and in my move.
Cure Wounds is an action, and the dodge action is also an action. So unfortunately, you will not be able to use the dodge action on this turn.
I'm cool. I have 20 HP. 20 AC.
Gotcha. Yeah, 20 AC. You should be fine. Xeroth, I need you to roll me a death saving throw, please. Private message.
Oh crap! Yeah, I don't remember how to do.
You haven't been unconscious in a little while, have you?
No, not since I died. But that was just I got evaporated.
Yeah.
Not since I got disintegrated by a beholder.
So I'm
Yeah,
not
how'd
very
I do
used
that
to
again?
this.
How'd I do that again?
So /GM roll, all one word,
Actually,
1d20.
I don't think he even rolled for death saving throws when he got
No,
disintegrated.
he just got
did he?
disintegrated, because
Nope.
when you drop to 0, you get dusted.
/GM roll 1d20.
Correct.
That's the scary thing about disintegration.
Okay.
It just overrides death saving throws.
Yeah. The Kennahn Muhin. This one's going to move to here, and is going to attempt to hit you, my good friend, Gazif. Let's see, what's he going to do? I believe he's going to go for a Shocking Grasp on you. Because since you're wearing metal armor, I believe. Are you wearing metal armor?
No.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's. I just realized they have that as a cantrip. Oh, and since they're 5th level spellcasters, it would be 2d8. Oh, nice.
What would you consider smoldering half plate?
Half plate is metal, I believe. Let me just look it up, just to make sure I don't scam you. I mean, plate. Okay, hang on. Metal armor. Shaped metal plates. Yep.
Okay, then
So
yeah.
he would gain
that's
advantage.
definitely-
Oh my god, he probably misses, actually. Oh, dude. It's a 14 on the dice. He has +6 to hit with spell attacks, so that is a 20 exactly.
Yo.
You take 10 points of lightning damage. You rolled a 9 and a 14. Barely it. Venom Slinger is gonna go for Alex. Or actually, yeah, he's gonna go for Alex. Has been a giant pain in his ass this whole time, so he's gonna just go for you. keep forgetting where to find this stat sheet. There it is. Okay. Cool.
That spear fucking with his movement at all?
He's not really moving. He's just dealing with the spear in his chest.
How long is the spear?
What'd you say?
How long is the spear?
Oh, pretty long. It's a long spear. He's probably actually gonna hold up. No, this is what he's gonna do. He's gonna use a second level spell slot to Misty Step to here. So the spear falls out of his chest, and he is going to try shooting you with a shot crossbow.
Nice.
Oh fuck! 18.
18.
Yes.
Then I am going to cast shield.
Ooh, okay, misses. Alex, time for revenge.
Yeah, I'm going to run right over to him, and I will be pulling out my dagger of warning to stab him, so I can get that second attack in if I need to.
Gotcha.
Because I can double stab with this.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
And I might need that.
Misses. Yes.
So this will be a...
Yes.
Oh, yes!
Oh!
Yes!
8 HP. I think he's dead.
Oh.
At 20!
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
He's...
Jesus.
Okay, yeah.
He's gone.
When I tried stab him the first time, and some of the misty step smoke is still like shrouding his form, so I end up missing the first slash, and then I come back in and I get him right in the neck.
Oh hell yeah, man! Love it. Alrighty. Jazero is next. Oh, Gazif and Stiggunner. Is Gazif up? No, Gazif dropped, didn't he?
I'm down, yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Who cast Hold Person?
Hold person was this Kennahn Muhin here.
Okay.
Okay. Jazero is going to... Oh, what are we gonna do here? Ooh, so... How's Stiggunner looking right now?
Not good. Very not good.
In that case, he's going to say...
He's mortal. He's below 10.
No, but Alex is there too.
It really would be a better idea for you to stop fighting and sit down, don't you think, little pup?
And he's gonna cast Suggestion on you. I need you to roll a Wisdom saving throw, please. 19? Stiggunner shrugs it off.
Yeah, no, he's too fucking angry. Like, he's gonna go down. He's going down fucking swinging.
Oh yeah. Stiggunner, it's your turn.
Yep. Honestly, not much I can do except log torn attacks.
Oh!
Nat 20!
Ooh.
Actually, it'd be 10 plus whatever the max die roll is. So 10 plus 10. It's 20.
20. He's just like basically he harnesses his anger and despite not having the ability to currently call upon on his fell power, he just thrusts it into him.
Strikes forwards. It still glances off. It does not go through his chest per se, but that is a hell of a hit.
It leaves a slash. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, if this guy's not hurting by now, I would be shocked because I've dealt like over 60 damage to him. I think.
You've done 73. He's almost bloodied.
It's a lot of HP, but honestly, I'm proud I was able to do that just by myself.
Yeah, you're killing him right now. It's crazy. Gazif, please roll me a death saving throw. Oh, and Jazero would have said,
Keep him up! Remember, we want him alive.
How do I, it's Whisper?
class GM roll. 1d20.
It's like, other than Stegander, the rest of us can freely, like, fight until we drop.
It's true.
Problem is, I'm the only one left who hasn't dropped out of that group that can do that.
Well, no, I still have some lay on hands, but I'm nowhere close to anyone, and he's much more focused on just fucking this guy up as much as possible.
Okay. They're off. Death saving throw from you, sir. Kennahn Muhin is going to use a bonus action to cast Masked... ooh, no, actually, he wouldn't do that. He's going to use a bonus action to cast Spare the Dying on Xeroth.
Isn't that a touch spell?
Nope, I think it's a 30-foot range. I think! And if it's not, he'll run to you. Spare the Dying. Let me just check that. Touch a living creature. Yep. So he's going to go through Gaz of Space. 5, 10. Moving out of Stegander's range. 20. He's going to cast Spare the Dying on you, Xeroth. You are no longer in death saving throws. Strangely enough, it's an interesting choice.
Because he needs you alive!
Alex!
Does it look like I can run past this guy? Or am I going to end up... Yeah, like if I were to hug this wall that's on Zera's side...
You don't know.
Like,
you can push past him, but you don't know if he's going to attack you or not.
Actually, wait a second. How...
To spare the dying, cancel, old person.
No, unfortunately. You're still unconscious, but you're not in death saving throws.
I just don't want to be paralyzed. I hate standing and being...
I'm gonna run right here and switch to the shot crossbow and try and take him out.
Ooh, okay. Roll attack. Since you're not technically within 5 feet of this guy, you do not have disadvantage because he's not... Wait, hang on. Oh, that's how it works. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
yeah, you're good.
I'm not within 5 feet.
You're good.
Oh, not of this guy?
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's right. Okay. But yeah, I can still make the attack without
disadvantage.
Okay. Oh wait, actually, I don't even need to move because I forgot that the range is 50.
Yeah, it's 50-foot range. It's pretty good.
So I could have stayed all the way over here and just done it.
Yeah.
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 So I just need to pull out the weapon and fire.
Go ahead and roll attack.
And then I still get my sneak attack because of the fact that Scander's next. Yep.
Okay.
And then...
And a con saving throw against being paralyzed. Or is it stunned? I can't remember.
Oh, you're right! I totally forgot about that.
What?
The shot crossbow, every time you hit somebody, you have to make a DC 13 con save or become stunned until the start of their next turn.
Oh.
Shit! And yeah, DC 13 con save, yeah. He takes 12 lightning damage. He has to roll the save. Okay, no, he succeeds. He rolls a 17 on the dice. Alright.
Damn.
Anything else, Alex?
Okay.
Attack rolls have advantage against this stunned thing.
Yeah, that would have been good.
What is...
He's now bloodied.
This is a light weapon. And it's got charges instead of ammunition that I don't have to load, so I can fire again.
That's true, yeah. Go ahead.
So, second attack. Oh, I'm missing that one.
Save.
Missed that one? Unfortunate.
Yeah. But he's a little bit weaker now.
Oh, yes, he is. He's bloody. Okay, Stegander's looking pretty rough. He is going to... Yeah, he's not fucking around with us, I don't think. He's gonna move to here. I need you alive. But only barely. Crackling again, lightning bolt. Octagon and Alex, dex saving throws, please.
Even if I make the deck, it's gonna.
I don't even think it's the point of me taking the dex saving throw.
Okay, are you that low?
Yeah.
Both of you succeed and take only 17 points.
I'm
Yeah.
down.
Okay. And we are out of combat as you guys drop. From there, we're going to take a break. We're going to go to break. Okay, you guys made a valiant effort to try to break out.
Target TPK.
No, they're still alive. But
They want to put him back in the cage again, or probably out on the other cages.
they caused quite a bit of trouble. We'll
Probably.
see where we are from here in just a few minutes. So we're going to come back in just a moment. What a nice try,
Oh
though.
my goodness.
We're going to come back to Karu and Verda first. Because you guys have been sitting there
Hey!
patiently for long enough.
No, sure.
Okay.
That's okay, but oh god, all right.
Alrighty.
We put up a damn good fight. We got him to halfway.
Yeah. You got him to
Oh,
halfway
God.
pretty
Good. Now
much.
they're all up.
I just got him to halfway by literally just using everything I had left.
So the plan's wake up, break out of the cage, and fight them all again until we drop.
It's like a roguelike. Roguelike. Keep going. Keep trying.
Rinse and repeat till we get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
They might get sick of that.
Actually, it might be best to actually wait a little bit first.
Yeah,
Because one,
so
wait till we're not over a lake of lava.
I fought that entire fight on 1 HP until Vampiric Bite, and then I had 6.
Jeez. Okay. We'll be
Wait
back
a minute,
here
you
in
had
just a
1
few
HP
minutes.
that whole time?
Yeah.
I
until
haven't
the
been
vampiric
above
fight.
H. I had, yeah.
Well, he
I
had,
did
he had a
vampiric
little
touch
bit more
and
HP
shit.
when he initially was in the cage. But he got dropped down, recovered 1 HP, and then for the rest of that fight, he had 1 HP up until he used the vampire bite.
And I should have used it sooner, but I kept forgetting that I could Vampiric Touch and heal.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. We'll be back in just a few
Ah.
minutes.
Oh.
Okay. Here we are once again. We returned. So, as this is transpiring, and you guys are combating this ship, trying to break out, the rest of you, as in Karu and Verda, you're standing in this plain. The expansive snow and plateaus of rock. You were investigating this circle, and you've been so Karu, you've been thinking about this for quite a while. You've been focusing on the circle. Haven't managed to glean much.
Yeah.
All right.
First, also, pre our appearance, I think we need to stop starting fights on ships. Like killing all the crew.
Mm.
Where are we gonna go?
Yeah, over lava. You don't understand how that. Yeah, that could be bad.
Time with the dragon chicken and all that, and it's like, let's kill the entire crew and the dragon and the like
chicken.
now we're in the middle of the ocean.
So,
Funny that we keep doing that.
yeah, Kara wandered around and tried to figure out what the heck, how to hack this magical circle, but again, couldn't identify any of the runes properly. So eventually sat down in the snow, wiped some blood off his face, turned to Verda. Looks like it's the two of us now. We can assume these guys are dead. Kennahn Muhin
Are we there yet?
don't take prisoners.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
I'm a little worse for the wear.
Are we there yet?
Did they hit you in the head?
I mean, I had a net on my head for the past like 3 hours, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Does that
I mean,
count? I don't
we
know
have
where it
that in
landed.
common. I did not enjoy nets.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
have to find some way to stop that from happening. The next time we meet Kennahn Muhin, I do not want to spend time in a net.
we could carry around some like 8 feet tall poles on our back, so every time it hits it, it just like weird. Just like get
That
like
might work.
We could look like COVID. We could have like this thing that just sticks out all around.
COVID is now
Stab through
canon
it.
for this world.
COVID is canon.
You know, as fun as this is, it's getting dark. Is it getting dark?
Sure.
Can't we both see in the dark though?
It's getting dark, yeah.
You
Well,
in
that
the dark?
doesn't, even though we can see things that crawl out of the woods after us. I think we should probably find shelter since the two of us are markedly more squishy than when we had our companions. And we should find shelter and regenerate a little bit of health here. Now,
I mean,
if I remember right, maybe you could show me how to cast one of these huts.
I don't know if you're up to it, old man. Don't seem all that, I don't know, in touch with the whole situation. But like, okay, I guess that might be fun. Let's.
We probably don't want to set it up here over the top of those runes because that's not going to work well.
I mean, yeah. You want a foundation, I think. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, we don't want to really teleport there in the middle of our sleep. That'd be not ideal. Okay.
Right.
So first,
Let's go between the trees over there, maybe.
Location that you won't get killed in as often, maybe. Almost. Kinda.
Maybe just that glade over there would be good. The glade?
Okay. Yeah, the glade. How about the blade? You want to stick it on a knife? Okay.
Focus.
Let's go.
Focus. The glade.
Focus.
We get started here. We're going to get killed. We stick around here and...
Okay, come on, let's go. Keep up.
Okay. Wander over to the glade with Verda.
I mean,
How do you cast this hut? This is a useful spell.
well, I'm gonna have to look on my character sheet and see what the components are. Firstly, tiny hut. It's just let's see. It doesn't say what Verbal, somatic, and material. Okay, apparently we need. So I have it says a small bead in the book I saw like 2 years ago. 200 years ago, sorry. I get the numbers mixed up sometimes. But instead I'm just using this, like, rat final, what they're called? I don't remember what they're called. The thingies, the discs.
Vertebra?
Vertebra, thank you.
A vertebra. You have a bat vertebra?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have 2, at least. I have, like, I don't know how many they have. I have, like, 8 or something. 9. I think I lost a few of them. I tend to go missing.
You do what with that?
Like hairpins. Well, you use it to make the tiny hut, obviously, because
okay.
the material
so what are
component.
Okay.
And
so
I
what
don't
are
remember what somatic means.
What's the incantation?
Moving your hands.
To the bead.
Okay.
Or a hat vertebra.
Verda has a 20 intelligence, but she doesn't know what somatic components are. She just does. She does by feel.
She's not. Well, her wisdom is only like
It's true.
12, so.
That's above average.
So what? So
average,
show me what do you do?
People,
just
so.
teach me how to do this.
Okay. So you put the thing on the ground, right? Obviously.
Okay.
You're gonna put the bat thingy, the bat corpse thing, on the ground, and you're gonna.
Any particular way, or just put it on the ground?
Just put it on the ground, man.
You just threw it on the ground.
Yeah.
That's not very precise.
I mean, like, where are you gonna put it anyway? It's not like you're putting it in a circle or something. Like, just put it on the ground. Go on.
Okay.
Put your thingy on the ground. Actually, I don't know if we should be doing this
Okay.
to each other.
So you give me one of these things.
You probably won't get it
put
right.
I much more carefully put it on the ground. No matter how it's facing.
Well, no, because it's a bead, so usually they just roll around. It's one of the reasons why I use the.
This is a bat vertebra, not a bead.
I know. If you haven't noticed, my tiny hut looks a little funky. So. I like to follow the rules. They're kind of.
Next,
boring.
what do I do next?
Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is. I have bad improv skills. Okay, we're gonna clap 3 times, right? I can't hear that because you have noise suppression on. And we're gonna. There's an incantation that I sometimes forget because I'm very intelligent.
Nice.
It's. Eigem Spanum.
Egum spanum.
Artist D.
Artist D. How do you move your hands?
Kind of just like circle it around a little bit, like kind of make the hut shape. Just kind of pretend like you're, I don't know, patting some mud on or something. I don't know. It's a little
How
loosey
did
goosey.
you learn this? How did you learn to?
I watched a few wizards occasionally. Like.
And this works for you?
I mean, yeah. Does it for you? What are you talking about? What do you do? Like, write stuff
Not
down?
this.
I mean, like, it kind of helps when you're a little drunk. Like, I don't know.
Okay, maybe you just do this tonight. We're gonna get in trouble if we stay exposed like this, so how about you show me, and I won't try to copy it this time. You show me. Frankly, don't believe it'll work, but let's see.
I can find them. Spikes B. Tiny hut, awaken B. And then she just, like, spits on it.
There's no-
like poops up, and it looks kind of shabby, to be honest. It's got some holes in it, like it's a little like, but it seems sturdy enough. Like it's a little damp from the spit, probably. Smells kind of off, but it's not food, so you're like, eh.
Okay. So that will do, I think, for the evening. I pick up the bat vertebra out of the snow and kind of hand it to her.
Thank you very much.
Try again later. How did you get... I don't even understand. Okay. So we go in the tiny hut and sit down there. There's still snow on the ground in there, so I guess, right? So
I mean,
we're gonna have to do something to... I don't know, we need to make a plan because we no longer have any brawn. Between the two of us, I don't think we'll last very long out here.
I mean, we could sleep. That would probably be a good plan.
That's a good start. We could definitely recharge. Now I have a way to cast...
Sleep. Okay.
What should we do next is the question. We have... I have one...
Now you go. I didn't have anything. We're good. Go on. You have one
Well, I have one trick I haven't used yet. We can make our own magic circle for transport. I have a spell I haven't tried yet. It should be able to get us back to some of the places that I've seen before. We could get to Kingsgate. And potentially, but I don't see why we'd want to do this, is go back to Port Zaros. Because those are two places that we've had port travel before, that I've been to. And we could do this. But the trouble is that the portal in Port Zaros would be useless to us, and the portal in Kingsgate would put us right basically in the living room of the Jester, and I don't think that's a good idea.
She's kind of like, you could see like the light in her eyes, kind of like, she's kind of spacing out a little bit. There's like all this information that she doesn't understand. She's like, what are we talking about? Port Zaros, the Jester, what? Like, where am I?
What? Where are you? What are you thinking about now?
Well, I was kind of just thinking about, like, I wonder what that guana tastes like.
How did you survive before you found us? What did you do before you found our party?
Well, I used to just kind of break into places. No, not a criminal. Don't look at me like that. I used to just, like, you know, sometimes people have these problems, right? They got these little, silly little problems, right? And so I used to just, I fix those problems behind their backs. And I'd take something in return. People don't really like to see me, you know, so I have to do it from in the dark. But I also used to go into these temples and places and just look around. Libraries are pretty nice when they let you leave them.
I'm not sure I'm going to be able to follow the answer, but since you've been around here before, have you ever been Have you ever heard of this place? This Vale with this crazy giant city in it? Even legends? Do you know any lore that's useful?
History with Verda, I guess. Is that it? Is that what we're doing now? Where's history? +5.
Yeah, I think it would be useful to know whether or not before we
This is gonna be hard.
crap.
belly the beast.
Well, I rolled a 21 first. And then I rolled a 19, so
Ooh, okay.
19 would be it.
You remember several hundred years ago, one specific event known as the Battle of the Two Suns. There were giants that used to live in this place, as is made obvious by the statues you found and these massive, immense, titanic buildings. The giants were being attacked by humans, dwarves, elves, other races that feared them. And in what was a very long and deadly war, there was one specific event that stood out. As the forces of the giants had been pushed back into the valley. And it was a siege. And one of the giants' leaders, whose name has slipped your mind, took it upon himself to contact a god, swear fealty to that god, and in exchange for help or to dedicate his life to the god, he would be able to repel these invading forces. This warrior then took on a radiant sheen, becoming some sort of angel-like creature. And upon the next morn, as the first sun would rise, he descended the mountainside, like a second sun, and single-handedly ripped an army apart. From what happened afterwards, you cannot recall. But the Battle of the Two Suns stands out because of the that specific event, that image of one sun rising and another falling down a mountain to wipe out an entire army, gives you an idea of how powerful this warrior might have been.
So I wasn't alive for that.
Nope.
Yeah. How did I hear? Was there a specific way?
Oh, it's a history thing. This is a history thing. You would have heard it. It is a pretty famous occurrence.
I think we'd all know about this, right?
Yeah, there's a good chance. Oh, really thing? Okay.
Well, people people used to talk about this sometimes. They used to. There's a lot. They've discussed it a lot, honestly, in the religious classes that were mandatory at the time. I don't.
You in a religious
foggy.
class is funny.
Yeah, I did not like this. Believe it or not. Yeah, I honestly, the fact that I attended the class for the day that they talked about this is kind of a miracle. But they kind of use this as a story to be like, you should be faithful because you can kill everyone. Then.
That was in the year 569 AG. That was almost 1,000 years ago.
Cool. And I'm only like 500,
Yep.
so halfway there.
Quite a while ago.
So, yeah, but anyway, did not like that. Oh, that teacher sucked. I hated him. He was decent work, but moving on. I mean, not saying the religious establishment is the problem. It was just that guy. However, on to the point. Oh, this one kid, I hated this one. Oh god, that kid in that class. Oh,
Remember the point? What was the point?
Oh yeah, okay. So there's this guy, right? And he was a giant, I guess, and he did this thing where there was a battle, they had a siege going on, and this guy was like, this sucks, man.
You're talking about the Battle of the Two Suns.
Yeah,
You've heard of this.
yeah.
That happened here, you say?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
According to Mr. Sternum.
Mr. Sternum?
Yeah, he had a weird name, don't worry about it.
Huh.
He had a thing
Interesting.
going on. It was a little...
Well, Particularly, I'm interested in finding out whether or not there's any word of anything that could potentially help us in this giant city. You see,
Yeah.
unfortunately, the only way out of here that I can see right now is either trying to take our rather defenseless hides back through that cave and all those giants, or use this portal spell to take us into the belly of the beast, right into the lair of the jester, or back to Port Zaros, where I'm a wanted man. I was hoping that you had some way of telling me whether or not anything we could find in this valley that we might be able to access could help us. Now, I don't believe that that's necessarily so. I think we're kind of in a bad way right now. Before we had a little muscle, and that was why we were going to head into this valley. Now, I don't know. You have any idea?
I mean, I'm assuming most of the people who, or giants or whatever the hell was going on over here, lived here, are probably dead.
I'm asking you because I'm at the end of my rope, honestly. I don't have any idea what to do. I don't think we will survive this. Whatever's going to happen. You've survived much better than I have in these circumstances by your skulking around or whatever it was you were doing before you met our party.
Okay,
maybe you're skulking around.
It was not skulking. Thank you very much. I am no delinquent.
Whatever it was, or you want to call it, you were able to somehow manage not to be torn to shreds as an individual person in the wild, surrounded by Kennahn Muhin, trying to destroy adventurers. Of course, it was timely that you found us. Nevertheless, you must have some skills for being able to remain undetected.
Well, that would be so, yes. I don't.
Well, I'm going to need that help, is what I'm saying.
Well, the first, yeah, I mean, I would quite enjoy having some it's nice to have some company now. And I appreciate being able to help from outside of the shadows. So, yeah, I'll help you, Karu.
We may have to remain in the shadows, though. I have to learn how to go your way, I think, in order to get out of this, because otherwise, I don't see a way out.
Back in cages again. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I changed the name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we venture into the city, or should we try to portal out of here into Kingsgate? There's a chance.
There may be something good in the
Very
city.
slim chance.
There may be something good in the city. Also, I kind of want to...
Well, you know, what I'm thinking is this. Not to minimize your presence, because I appreciate you here, but the prophecy said something that would now only apply to either Alex, whom I believe is now dead, myself, or Deathcap. Deathcap I have here in this bag alongside Patty's body, right? So if we could get back to Western Telbaris, we may be able to move, at least, I don't know, try to find some way of bringing Deathcap back. Or at least bringing him to his homeland and burying him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably...
I'm at my wit's end now. He pulls out his pipe and starts to smoke his pipe inside the hut.
I don't think that's good for you. Also, please don't smoke inside my hut. I mean, I do have holes in the ceiling because it's not very well crafted, but, like, I have my respect. No lung problems in my hut. Yes.
I tolerate your smell of carrion all day, every day, and you're going to have a problem with my pipe smoke? I mean, you smell like a dead animal.
I am a dead animal.
Alright, fair enough.
Humans are
Puts out
animals.
the pipe. Puts out the pipe.
Okay.
Alright. I guess that we can rest for the night, and then we can just sort out the rest of this tomorrow.
You guys come to rest.
So short rest, long rest?
Long rest. If you're in a tiny hut, you're probably taking a long rest. Yeah. As you come to long rest, you're planning on figuring out what to do in the morning. My camera unfocuses again for the 500th time. Yeah. We're gonna end tonight's game.
Alright.
Camera, please
All
focus.
right.
Hello.
Oh boy.
All right, guys.
All right. What an interesting
crazy
one that
day.
was. That was weird. What a wacky
Yeah.
size to a coin.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well,
All right,
we
so
will
next
pick this
time
back
you're
up
back in the
next week.
cages again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See where you guys are at this point.
Yay.
Yeah. Definitely need to somehow get Verta and Karhu to just say, "Fuck it, let's go."
Yeah.
Right.
Because like, this
I have a feeling there's
like,
no way. There's no the way I see it right now. There's no way except for going back to Kingsgate.
Yeah.
We can't hold up in the
Teleport into the belly of the
giant
beast.
fortress.
Yep.
We have to go straight into Kingsgate.
Yep.
I mean,
and, like,
and that
all
means
of us in the
port-
airship are probably going to be in those hanging side cages and just like suffering the heat. It's
Right.
just like,
It might be a little
fast
tough.
forward a little bit or something. I think that, like what I'm thinking is we go into Kingsgate. We have to somehow sneak our way out from under the nose of the jester,
yeah.
right? Because otherwise, I mean, going back to Port Zaros is stupid. It's just putting us somewhere ridiculous. We're going to hiding. I don't understand why we want to do that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I gotta think more though.
Mhm.
See.
Yeah, there's definitely. I feel like every option here for us is kind of not so great.
A little tough.
Wait a minute. I portaled in at the beginning of the game. I portaled in to Western Telbaris from somewhere.
Oh, yes, you did. That's actually a good point. To a place that is now rubble. And the
Rubble.
and the lair of a dragon. From Ben Ramsey's
That's
backstory.
no good. Right. So that
Asgard
thing
Zorzov.
destroyed.
That's what Dane
Asgard
was going to
Zorzov
kill.
destroyed the
Chorus.
Right, but right. Where I portaled into is destroyed. Chorus is right
Yes.
there, but where I portaled from was Eastern Telbaris still, wasn't it?
No, you portaled in from Avestia.
Avestia, but I could, since I have this portal thing and I've been to that portal place,
Yeah.
I could actually portal us to Avestia.
You could portal back to the hub of the Octad if you wanted to.
Arcane Octad. And I can bring Berta with me. That
Yeah.
might be less dangerous than going directly into the belly of the beast.
We'll see.
But you want it there
Maybe
too?
the plan is to take. Maybe the plan is to take the Staff of Stars back there in order to be able to somehow attune to it.
Ooh,
So that I'll be able to have enough power to go back into the belly of the beast. Because I don't want to take. It doesn't make sense to me to take. I'm just saying what makes
Yeah.
sense. If he's been there before by a portal, and you can go anywhere that you've seen before by a portal, then we should be able to portal back to Avestia.
True.
I don't even care if we did
I-
that in this theater of the mind, talk to some people, some head people there, and then portal out of there if necessary. So I'm just talking to you as a DM
Yeah.
for purposes of like,
Yeah.
if it turns out that we had to go there in order to do some interactions with some of the high Octad people, I can't imagine they're going to receive Verta terribly well.
Oh,
Hey.
But, you know,
We're gonna say
I'm
something.
Hey,
perfectly
right.
charismatic and normal and not at all smell like carrion.
yeah.
We're gonna say something, guys.
So Cairo, my
Anyway, so as much as
my little goblin conspiracy mind. Now that we know that the jester pretty much runs everything now, wouldn't he expect you to go to the Octad?
yes, he might, or there might be corruption in the Octad, but I don't know that because if that were the case,
I feel like full on. That's nice. I'll do that.
it would be interesting if there were corruption in the Octad. That might be something to
Or
find out.
Aspharos.
The point is, like, bringing, I'm just, Aspharos, bringing the, or not Aspharos, wait a second.
Aspharos supposed
Oh, this-
that there was an inkling of
Yes.
corruption inside,
Yes.
and in the fact
No,
that
but the
he got changed is even more proof that they're working with him.
Yes, it's true. This is bad. Well, what's actually this makes me more inclined to go right back into King's Gate because they'll never suspect. It's one of those deals where you'll never suspect me to try to bring the. You never suspect us to go directly under their nose with the Staff of Stars.
Right.
True.
That's very true.
That's where I'm inclined. Just letting you know as a DM.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just thinking through this stuff a little bit.
I gotta make sure that
it
that's
seems to me
fair.
like the most.
I mean, makes sense to
And
me.
there's like a glimmer of hope that these guys aren't dead because I don't know what the hell would have been the reason
Yeah.
for killing them. Why would you portal people away and then kill them? I
Right.
mean, maybe you could do that. Maybe, I know why. Of course, it would
Because
be
he's gonna
because
get killed?
you get portaled away, get back up. Because he's only a single fighter.
One guy versus six.
But this
It's not gonna go well. We're 5.
right. So I think Karu is assuming probably correctly that the Kennahn Muhin has killed the rest of the party.
Okay. Well, we'll
There's
pick
some
this
reason
up next
why
week.
not. There's some reason why not. Yeah, we'll have to pick it up next week.
We'll have to pick it up next
All right,
week.
everybody.
Give it some thought. Alrighty, here we go. I'm gonna end
Yep.
the recording. We're gonna put it down, then we can get this up to the YouTube.
Bye bye.
Okay, here we go. Next week.
Bye-bye.
Alrighty.